Welcome to the Emery Spartan pregame show on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Brought to you by Landon's Diesel Service. Leave your truck in the hands of those who know diesel engines. Landon's Diesel Service at 540 South 300 West in Price. And now for tonight's play-by-play, let's join Jordan Buscarini and Travis Anderson.
Welcome into Emery High School basketball here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Jordan Buscarini alongside Travis Anderson, and we are gearing up for the varsity tilt tonight as the Emery Lady Spartans will look for the season series sweep over the Carbon Lady Dinos in the regular season finale. It also happens to be senior night here at Carbon High. And Travis, it was just a couple of weeks ago these two teams squared off at the Spartan Center, and that game ended in favor of the Lady Spartans.
Yeah, for Emery, they got off to a quick start. They did a good job of getting the ball down low, and Callie went to work. She scored, 6 straight, I think, to open that game, and Emery jumped out to that big lead, and the Dinos just couldn't navigate through it.
Now, as far as tonight's game is concerned, it does not have a whole lot of meaning in the Region 13 ranks. Why? Well, it's already been clinched. Emery had an opportunity to at least earn a share of the region crown on Tuesday night. They squared off with the North Sanpete Hawks, and it did not end in their favor. North Sanpete eked out a 3-point win, which solidified Emery as number 2 in this division. Carbon right now battling out for number 3. I think it's been a great year for the Lady Dinos and some of the uphill battles. But tonight, no region championship on the line for Emery.
Yeah, for Emery, you go back 2 nights ago at home against North Sanpete, 52-49 loss. The story of that game was turnovers. Emery had a lot of turnovers in the game. That's a lot of possessions. You're not getting cracks at the basket. That came back to cost them.
Emery coming into the regular season finale averaging just over 51 points per game, and they hold their opponents to 42.6. In fact, they are one of the best teams in the 3A classification on the defensive end of the floor. One of the things that Coach Famalo has talked an awful lot about, Travis, it's making sure that defense can create offense. That did happen in the first meeting with Carbon. Defensively, they were very good.
Yeah, good job with ball pressure, which forced turnovers up top, and then they pressed the issue. And you talk about that's how they want to play. They want to play really good defense. They want to get up into the guards, and then that helps flow with the offense, and that's what they did in the first matchup.
Cabry Gordon did make her return just the other night. First game back after dealing with an ankle injury, and I thought that Cabry looked good. I know that tonight I would expect the minutes to go up a little bit. I know she's still not going to be in the starting lineup, but if you're Coach Famalo trying to implement her as much as you possibly can ahead of the state tournament, that's a good thing to have Cabry back, no question.
It's a little bit of a minute restriction if that's what you call it. You're just ramping her up until we get to next week and then beyond.
As far as the other pieces of this Emery offense are concerned, leading scorer on the team, it is Aaliyah Cowley. She's averaging about 12 per game, and you mentioned this. The last time these two teams played, they had no answer for Aaliyah early. She led the way in that game. I believe she scored 19 points. And I was talking with Coach Jordan Blank about that earlier today. He said, we thought we guarded her well in the JV game. She came out in the varsity game, and it was outstanding.
A lot of her catches were tough catches, too. They weren't close to the basket. I mean, Carbon did force her out, and she caught a little bit out of her comfort zone, and then she was making the 10-foot jumpers. A couple of them she banked in, but it's not like Carbon did a poor job defensively. Callie just made some tough buckets.
If we flip and we look at the opponent tonight, Bailey Johnson leads the way for Carbon. She's averaging just over 8 points per game. But I want to go back to Carbon's most recent win. It was Tuesday night against Manti. They picked up a 39-35 win. It was Chrissy Jones that led the way with 13 points. But 9 different Lady Dinos scored at least 1 bucket in that game.
I think that's the key for the Dinos tonight is they've got to have balanced scoring. They're going to have 7, 8, 9 girls come in and have an effect on the game and in the box score. If they can do that, they're going to give themselves a chance to upset Emery.
I think one of the things that stands out, if you're a Dino fan in that first game, if you eliminate the first quarter, it was a relatively even game. 13-2 Emery at the end of the first. After that, Carbon hung around, and they actually had some really positive moments.
Yeah, they did. They kept it close after that. The first quarter was the hole, down 13-2. It's so hard in high school basketball with the 8-minute quarters when you're down double digits to start the game to try to come back and win that game. But they played even throughout. I think both teams then kind of got a little bit careless with the basketball throughout that game.
Right now, Emery about to secure a victory in the JV game. It's 49-42, 6 seconds left. Emery did win the sophomore game, which came down to the wire as well. So they are looking for a clean sweep here at Carbon High School. Should be an entertaining one, as we'll stay here for the final seconds of the JV tilt before we continue on with the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show. And there you have it. This one is in the books, 50-42. Emery gets the win. But now the varsity game. It would be huge for Emery to figure out how to get back into the win column, Travis, before going into the state tournament. We know they're going to get the first round bye. They're going to avoid the play-in game. We know they're going to get a home game in the first round of the state tournament. We'll find out Saturday what that all entails. So you know what's in front of you, right? But just going into the state tournament with a win, I think that's huge.
Yeah, you want to go in, you want to beat Carbon, you want to go in with the win. You know you're going to have that bye. You have to wait for the bracket reveal on Saturday. But you want to go into next week's game with a win, especially coming in here and beating the Dinos on their home floor. You'll feel much better about yourself.
It is the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show, and it's here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM. We also want to welcome in the viewing audience on our YouTube channel, Castle Country Radio Emery. Don't forget, it's not just live games. We also have exclusive interviews with athletes as well, so you can like, subscribe, and you'll get notifications whenever a new video is uploaded here at Castle Country Radio Emery, as we are putting Emery Sports in more homes than ever before, teaming up with our friends at KSL on the KSL Sports app. This is the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show, and we are counting down the moments to tip off. We're going to catch up with Coach John Famalo when we return.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
The more things change,
the more they stay the same.
yes, Mr. Automotive has a new building in Huntington.
But that just means the services they offer just got better.
Detailing and mechanic work are being added to the already great service Mr. Automotive had already offered.
And all deals are still done with the owner at the lowest prices possible.
New building, same best prices, and more auto services. Go to MrAutomotiveSales.com or stop by the dealership, 21 South Main, Huntington. Mr. Automotive, the best for less.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie Smith. After 6 years as a nurse, I've learned that sometimes our bodies just need a little extra support. That's what IV therapy can do. It can help you bounce back quicker after an illness, recover faster after a workout, ease migraines, and even improve focus and energy. Think of it as giving your body a direct line to the hydration and nutrients it needs to feel its best. I'd love to help you find the right blend for your goals. Reach out to me on Facebook or Instagram at wellness.iv.utah.
At Oliver Law, we specialize in criminal defense and DUI. Everyone needs to know their rights. Let us guide you through the criminal justice minefield. At Oliver Law, we still believe in innocent until proven guilty.
Emery High School basketball on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Welcome back into the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show here on 107.3 FM, 750 AM. Also our YouTube channel, Castle Country Radio Emery. Now, earlier this week, we had an opportunity to catch up with head coach John Famalo of the Lady Spartans. We talked about the loss for the hands of North St. Pete, how to correct it, and the atmosphere of tonight's game against Carbon. Here's that interview now.
Coach, it's great to hear from you. Thank you.
Hey, appreciate you having me on, Jordan.
Yeah, definitely, Coach. Can't believe we have reached the final game of the regular season, but it is upon us. And I think going into this final game, we kind of know where we're sitting as far as the RPI or the ranking system is concerned. And we know now it's the number 2 spot in Region 13 following the loss to North St. Pete. And so knowing all these things, how do you kind of approach this final game with Carbon on Thursday night?
I think for us, I think we need to win it. Just confidence-wise, you don't want to end off, ending the season in 2 losses. For us, it's one of those we're going to approach just like all the other region games, is prepare and get ready to, beat them. And so, I think that's the number one thing for us is, we don't want to end on 2 losses. And so, we got our work cut out for us on the road, tough gym, and so for us, it's one of those we just got to get mentally locked in and get ready to play this game and not let yesterday's happenings affect what's going on here and moving forward.
Let's go back and talk about last night's game, Coach. I mean, it was a battle. This was back and forth. I know they controlled most of the first half, but if you go to that fourth quarter, multiple lead changes, game was really hanging in the balance, and I guess the simplest way to put it is down the stretch, they just made a couple of more plays.
Yeah, it came down to a handful of possessions, honestly, and, it seems like we'd get a little bit of a lead, and we'd get a stop, and then we'd go turn it over, or, they'd make a good stop, and they just made a few more plays than we did, and, they came out on top. And, you'd hope at home we'd make those plays, but it's just that's part of basketball, and, hopefully the girls learn from it. But it was a great environment. It was good. I mean, they're a good team. It's one we've had a back and forth. And so looking at the standings, it's you don't want to, lose to them twice and knowing you're going to end up maybe possibly matched up with them in the semis if you can kind of continue to win. But it's just one of those. You wish we could have got away with a win, but they just made a few more plays than we did.
Definitely difficult to win, Coach, regardless where the game is played or regardless who it's at when you turn the basketball over to that extent. So when you go back and you take a look at the way last night kind of unfolded, I mean, North St. Pete, you and I talked about this off the cuff. They'll throw a couple of different defensive looks at you. A 1-3-1. Spacing's obviously pretty important. But, I mean, can we look at it and say, hey, it was turnovers? I mean, that's basically how this game was decided?
Yeah, honestly it was. Turnovers was a big key for us. That's lost possessions. And when you talk about, a handful of possessions, you lose by, 2 or 3 possessions, you lose. I think we end up with 18 turnovers. That's 18 possibilities, to score. And so, just statistics-wise, that's not good. And so, especially when it's a close game like that. And so that's honestly what it came down to.
Definitely some positives in last night's game. I want to talk about the effort from Ellie Stilson. She did a lot of really, really good things in this game, Coach. I mean, the first thing anyone's going to look at is points, right, when you take a look at the box score. But when you talk about energy, when you talk about defense, I mean, she made several key defensive plays that allowed Emery to get back into this game last night. I thought Ellie was great on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, she was a great spark. She's done that for us all year. We know defensively she can lock down people. She's long, lanky. She creates problems for people in matchups. And so, I felt like she did a really good job on the Slappy girl. And so, and then offensively, she gave us a spark that way too. She had some key buckets. And so, like I say, she gave us a real big spark, especially that first half where we kind of dug a little bit of hole, went to man-to-man and kind of changed the game scheme a little bit. And, made a difference, and she was a big factor in that.
And we know that Mariah Schlappy can go off at any given time, right, in a game. And for the most part, I felt like it was a quiet 16 points. I think that's what she ended with last night. There was never a stretch in the game where she caught fire, found the zone. It was kind of a spread out 16 points throughout the tilt. Were you pretty happy with the way you guys defended her this go-around?
Yeah, I felt like, again, that man-to-man gives her a little bit more fit, especially with the length of Ellie. And so, I felt like that was a good matchup. She still gets, to her spots, and she got a few fouls and, shot free throws. And so, but I thought for the most part we controlled her and held her to what we needed to. It was kind of a few other players that stepped up, and the Jacobson girl hit some big shots that, you weren't expecting that, kind of pushed them over the edge.
We also have to talk about Cabry Gordon. She comes back last night. It's the first time we've seen Cabry in a little while. Thought she had a pretty solid performance as well. Knocked down a couple of big shots. And I know you limited her time, which obviously has to be by design, right, as she tries to ramp up and get back into basketball shape.
Yeah, that was a big thing. It'd been nice to have her a few more minutes, but it's one of those, got to ease her in, and hopefully when, by the time state tournament rolls around, she'll be going full speed, and that's what we need. And so, it's more important to kind of build her up that way so far, stamina and getting her legs back underneath her. And she's only going to get better and make us better. So, I'm glad to have that, in our favor, that we got her coming back and hopefully be at full strength when we need her the most.
Again, you look at the point totals, right? That's the first thing everyone looks at. But as you and I were talking off of the cuff, she's just a fantastic rebounder, and it's something that you guys have missed with her absence.
Yeah, we have, and that's where we've struggled, with probably look at the Manti game and even the Union game a little bit. stretches where we have a hard time rebounding, and even the end of that last game, we could have used a few more rebounds to give us an extra possession here or there, and that's what she gives us, and so it'll be good to have her back for sure that way.
Coach John Famalo again of the Emery Spartans joining us right now. Coach, let's jump ahead, talk about the last game of the year. You mentioned it, hostile environment. I mean, it's loud. The game is right up on top of anyone that's playing when it's a Carbon Emery game. You got the band, you got standing room only at the top of the track. I mean, this is an environment that we won't see again. You don't even get this type of environment at the state tournament. I mean, this is unique in pretty much every way.
Yeah, no, like you say, it's hard to replicate that. Like you say, you got both student sections that are huge on each side from the bleachers, and parents on the one side. You got the band that's always loud, and then, like you say, standing room up above. And so it's a special environment, but it's a hard one to play in. It's a hard one to coach in for the fact that it's hard to girls to hear you, and so it's a challenge. And they do a good job doing that, but we got to stay focused and realize what's in front of us, and make sure we understand who's the threats and take care of them as best we can, and try to give ourselves an opportunity to win the ball game.
I never really thought about this until you were talking about the communication a moment ago. How different is it to communicate on a football sideline compared to a game like this? I mean, I'd have to assume that there's similar difficulties, right, in trying to communicate with the kids if you're on the sideline for a football game or on the sideline for this game where it's so loud.
Yeah, it is. I mean, honestly, when, again, you talk football, you're on one sideline. If you're on the other hash, it's sometimes hard to communicate. So hand signals and things like that. And then the old, relaying the message down the line, that's kind of the way you have to do it in these instances when it's loud or just distance and, physics in general, that makes it tough. But, yeah, when it's loud like that, girls have a hard time hearing you, and so you got to make sure you have your communication down because sometimes that makes a difference if girls understand what you're trying to do versus, they're just kind of free-handing it, and, sometimes you don't want to get a possession that you want when you necessarily need to. So, communication is a big part of it.
Coach, let's go back to that first meeting, and that it seems like a lifetime ago, but it was only two and a half weeks ago. I swear it seems like that game was before Christmas. But you go back to it, and defensively, you guys were so sound right out of the gate. Held Carbon to 2 points in that opening quarter, and I don't believe they crossed double-digit plateau in any of the four quarters. What worked defensively for you guys in that first outing?
I think just we were active. They have some decent three-point shooters, I think, and so, again, we really pushed out a lot. And then, I think rebounding, we limited them to the numbers of shots because I think they're a really good rebounding team, offensive rebounds, and so I felt like we did a good job just limiting them to one shot. And so that makes a difference, especially if the shot that they're getting is not the shot that they want. It's because a lot of times, like I say, they may not get that first one, but there's usually girls crashing the board hard and getting putbacks, and it's a quantity kind of a game. And so it's one of those, you got to limit that quantity and give yourself, an opportunity to play offense rather than keep playing defense because of rebounding.
It seems like anytime I'm talking to a coach, they're always talking about a threshold, right? If we can hold a team to this amount of points, you're probably going to win. I mean, one of the things that you guys have done so well throughout this entire season, you've held several region opponents below that 40-point mark. And it seems like, Coach, if you're in that threshold, that 30 to 40 mark, odds are you're going to win those games.
Yeah, when we play defense like that and hold teams to, like you say, that 40-point mark below, we've been really successful. And like say, look at the North Sanpete game. It's one of those. They're good offensively, and then trying to limit them is kind of tough because they have a lot of different weapons. But, I mean, I think that's the key for us is that we can lock down defensively. You're always going to give yourself a chance, to win a ball game or be in the ball game if you can really lock it down defensively.
Is it important in a game like this, Coach, to come out and really kind of, in a sense, overpower them early and control the crowd? I mean, is that important in a road game like this?
Yeah, for sure. Like you say, if you can take the crowd out of it and you can jump on them early and, you got a bunch of disinterested students because, you put a little bit of a gap and space in there, that makes a big difference. If you let a team hang around, it just gives them more opportunities. The crowd gets a little bit more restless, and it makes it tough. And so, I think that's probably a big key coming out of the gate fast and hard and making sure we can try to jump on them as soon as we can and as often as we can to kind of hopefully stretch something and, take the crowd out of it.
It's probably a better question for next week, Coach, once we wrap up the regular season, but it's such a long season. I mean, this season started all the way back in November. When we get to February, it is the last game of the year, and you've kind of been on this routine of playing 2 games a week. I mean, is this a normal week for you guys practice-wise? I know next week won't be, right, where you kind of get the lengthy layoff and looking forward to what could be 1 game next week. But, I mean, this week, do you just keep it as normal as possible?
Yeah, I think so. It's one of those. We watch a little bit of film. We go through our scouting reports, make sure we've went through as much as we can and kind of their strengths and where we can attack some of the weaknesses. And so I think it's that MO. But then that next week is it's one of those. It's always tough. You're used to playing, but I think it gives you an opportunity to kind of revisit some of the things that you need to fix and work on. So for us, I'd like to get back in the gym and get a little bit of time and do that. So I'm looking forward to that. Then next week to kind of hopefully clean up some things, get some girls, like say Cabry back and get her in the fold going a little bit better. And I think timing wise, it's good for us. And I don't like the big gap, but I think it's one of those that's going to give us an opportunity to put some things together and clean up some things.
Coach, it's always a pleasure to get you on. I appreciate the time again. Thank you so much, and best of luck against Carbon tomorrow.
I appreciate you, Jordan. Thanks.
Again, that's our interview earlier this week with head coach John Famalo as we talked about that loss to North St. Pete and also talked about the game tonight against Carbon as Emery will try to get back on the winning side of the scoreboard, Travis, before going into the state tournament.
Yeah, it's simple. Last time against North St. Pete 2 nights ago, a game that you were in. If you cut the turnovers down, you probably win that game. So coming in tonight, you just can't turn the ball over on the road.
We'll see if they can take care of business senior night right now for the Lady Dinos. In the final home game here on this court, the boys have already wrapped up their home portion. The girls do it tonight. It's expected both these teams will have to go on the road for the first round of their state tournament March. And so this is more than likely the final home game of the year here at Carbon High School, which is kind of wild to think about just how fast this time has gone by.
Yeah, it's flown by. So like you said, bracket on Saturday, we'll find out officially where these girls and boys are going to end up.
Let's send it back to the studio. We get about 5 minutes away from tip-off. When we return, we'll go over the starting lineups. We'll get Travis's final thoughts on how Emery ends the year with a win on the road against the Carbon Dinos. It's Emery High School basketball on 107.3 FM and 750 AM on our YouTube channel, Castle Country Radio Emery, and, of course, with KSL Sports.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
In the heart of Carbon and Emery counties, Quick Realty is here to help you make the right move. Experience the future of home buying with our Matterport 3D tours, giving you an immersive look at your potential home from anywhere. Meet our dedicated team of local professionals, just real people who care, walking you through every step of the way. As a Zillow Premier and Realtor.com specialist.
Auto Farm Price Ford has your next vehicle. They offer guaranteed lowest prices. Come check out the selection of Ford F-Series trucks, including America's most popular truck, the Ford F-150.
We have them all right here in Price. Stop in and see us for a different experience.
Transform your space with Spectrum Paint featuring PPG paint, the ideal choice for any home project. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors at your fingertips, from soothing pastels to vibrant primaries. Whether revamping a room or adding character to your exteriors, Spectrum Paint makes every brush stroke count. Dive into a Spectrum where quality meets creativity and paint your world with us. Visit Spectrum Paint to find the perfect shade for your home today.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
Looking for the perfect mattress? We've got you covered. At Bill's Home Furnishings, we have the largest selection of mattresses in eastern Utah, including the highly rated Serta Perfect Sleeper. And when it comes to price, we're competitive with anywhere in the state. But we're more than just mattresses. From quality furniture and home accessories to reliable appliances, we've got everything you need to make your house a home. Stop by Bill's Home Furnishings today, where selection, savings, and service meet. Right here in eastern Utah.
Discover the best in local flavor at Stewart's Market in Castledale and Main Street Market in Farron. Enjoy the largest fresh produce section around. Ripe, vibrant, and hand-selected just for you. The personal butcher ensures every cut is just right, and the deli delights with ready-to-eat favorites. Shop fresh, shop local, and taste the difference community makes. Only at Stewart's Market and Main Street Market. Come home to quality and hometown service today.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
Emery Spartan basketball continues on 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Counting down the moments to tip off, about 4 minutes away from the national anthem. And then we'll move into the starting lineups. Travis, I want to get your thoughts before we pause for the national anthem. Keys to the game tonight for Emery.
I think it's simple for Emery. If they just keep care of the ball, they're not careless with their passes. They get that tendency to try to make the three-quarter pass, and it runs into problems. So if they can just bring the ball up the floor, get the ball into the low block, and work their way around the perimeter and get clean shots, they should come away with the win. But if they start to get turnover happy, you give the Dinos a chance.
As far as scoring the basketball, it's important for Emery to get out early, right? I mean, they did that the first go-around against Carbon, scored early, garnered a double-digit lead, never looked back. Still the momentum here tonight because, again, when you come to play at Carbon High School, a couple of things are true. It is loud. The band is fantastic. The atmosphere is electric. There's people standing on the track. It's typically standing room only. That's the way it goes down when these two teams play. Here on this floor, you got to rid that quick, right? I mean, you got to steal that home court advantage.
Yeah, when you're the better team, so Emery in this case, you don't want to give that underdog. You don't want to let this crowd get into it. You don't want them to get that energy burst or that confidence to where they play free and play, careless and carefree. And so for Carbon, I think it's important for them if they can hang tough in the first quarter. First quarter is going to tell us everything we need to know about the game.
About 2 minutes away from tip-off. Again, it's Emery High School basketball. This is night number 3 for us out of 4. Tomorrow, we're going to be back at the Spartan Center in Castledale. Emery will be taking on the Carbon Dinos to close out the regular season on the boys' side. But tonight, it's all about girls basketball. Two teams trying to end their season on a positive. And again, Emery 5-2 in league play. Not where they want to be. That wasn't the idea coming into this season, Travis, but still an opportunity to end on a true positive.
Yeah, you want to end on a true positive, like you said, for Emery. We know they're going to be at home next week. For the Dinos, we're not sure where they're going to be, but, both teams, I think it's important to try to get a win going into next week.
The Dinos, they're sitting at 3-4 in league play, 9-13 overall. The Lady Spartans, 5-2 in league play, 12-9 overall. And they'll square off for one more time in the regular season when we return on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Looking for financial solutions? At Cache Valley Bank, they're here to help. Whether you need commercial loans, mortgages, or expert financial advising, they've got you covered. Visit them today on the corner of First West and Main Street. Tash Valley Bank, your partner in financial success.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Plumbing issues don't happen every day, but when they do, it's good to know that there's a plumber you can trust right here in the Castle Country. The Swell Plumber has over 30 years of experience and has proven that he's reliable. Here's what some customers have said about the Swell Plumber.
Kurt was amazing. He came out to the house the same day and got quotes to us very quickly.
Kurt kept in touch with us with updates as things progressed. I was definitely pleased.
For residential and commercial plumbing, go to theswellplumber.com and book your appointment today.
When your comfort is on the line, trust the experts who care. At Air Temp Heating and Cooling, we've been dedicated to keeping Castle Country cozy since 1999. Our certified technicians are ready with 24/7 emergency service and the latest knowledge in heating and cooling technology. As a proud Bryant authorized dealer, we'll do whatever it takes to ensure your home or business stays comfortable year-round. Call Air Temp Heating and Cooling today at 637-4468.
At Castle Country Vet, they believe every pet deserves a touch of love and expert care. You can trust Dr. Harmer and Dr. Kelly. They're not just veterinarians, but passionate pet lovers, dedicated to nurturing your furry friends like family. From routine checkups to emergency interventions, you and your pet will experience compassionate, professional care every step of the way. Let Castle Country Vet help your pets lead the happiest, healthiest lives. Call Castle Country Vet today, 637-5797, because love is a four-legged word.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie Smith. After 6 years as a nurse, I've learned that sometimes our bodies just need a little extra support. That's what IV therapy can do. It can help you bounce back quicker after an illness, recover faster after a workout, ease migraines, and even improve focus and energy. Think of it as giving your body a direct line to the hydration and nutrients it needs to feel its best. I'd love to help you find the right blend for your goals. Reach out to me on Facebook or Instagram at wellness.iv.utah.
Emery Spartan basketball continues on 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Let's talk about the starting lineups for both teams as we get set for tip-off. We're going to begin with the Carbon Lady Dinos, who again are playing their final home game. And Travis, one thing that's going to stand out to you when you look at this Carbon High starting five, they are very, very young, and it starts with number 12, Taylor Orth, getting the start at the varsity level as a freshman.
Yeah, the future for the Lady Dinos very bright, like you said, with that young lineup.
Also getting the start tonight, we will see number 14, Bailey Johnson. Bailey has been one of the catalysts for this team all season long. She's a stud athlete in multiple sports, a true leader for the Lady Dinos. She'll get the start as well. Also starting tonight, we'll see number 2, Emma Bowman. Bowman, a senior, one of the few seniors on this basketball team. She'll get some run tonight as well. And then we'll see Harley Hopes in the middle tonight for the Lady Dinos, a true difference maker as well. I think the matchup between Harley and Aaliyah is something that we definitely have to pinpoint.
Yeah, I think that's a key matching coming in. The physicality between both of them. Who can shove the other one out of the paint and make life difficult?
Let's not forget about Malia Smith. Again, she's a sophomore getting the start tonight at the varsity level for the Lady Dinos. Starting five for your Lady Spartans. We'll see number 2, Carly Hurst. She'll be joined by number 4, Addie Hurst. Number 12, Megan Stilson. Number 14, Skyly Guyman. And number 34, Aaliyah Cowley. Emery comes out wearing their road black uniforms. Carbon wearing the home white. From our point of view, Emery's going to be moving left to right on the radio dial. Carbon right to left. Hopes will tip it off with Cowley. Let's do it. Carbon Emery round 2. Here at, I believe our sister station calls it Jurassic Park.
At Jurassic Park, as Aiden calls it. And nothing better if Emery can come into Jurassic Park and slay the dinosaur.
It's always difficult to do here. Here's the tip, and it is controlled by Emery. Hurst tries to go coast to coast. Smith with a block. Addie thought she had a clean look, but Malia Smith uses that athleticism, and now Carbon's going to push on the opposite direction. Smith with the ball off the perimeter. Drives baseline, lost her footing in the ball. Stolen by Cowley. Takes one dribble, gives it off. Megan Stilson will bring it up. Megan was very active against North St. Pete. She'll hold off of the left wing. High pick set. Megan brings it around right side to Hurst. Inside to Aaliyah, 15 feet away from the basket. Kicks it, corner. Had an open look for a moment. Carly Hurst did not pull the trigger. 15 on the shot clock. Now she will. 3-ball up and down. Carly Hurst deep off of the left wing, and Emery draws first blood tonight.
That's such a quality possession and the patience to get the look in the corner.
Emery's going to bring the press. Corbin breaks it. Smith blocked by Cowley at the rim. Ball picked up by Carly Hurst. Gives it off to Megan Stilson.
Didn't even leave her feet. Just stayed there and swatted it.
Aaliyah down low. Tough shot over the top of Hopes. Off the mark. Rebound by Bowman. Bowman's going to rush up now for the Lady Dinos. Sky Guyman comes from behind. Tracked her down. Poked it out of bounds. It'll stick with Corbin. 29 on the shot clock. 6:53 on the game clock. 3-0 Emery.
Yeah, good defense by the Dinos. The catch was difficult. The shot, then a fadeaway. Soft off the front of the rim.
Smith goes in the corner to Johnson. Aaliyah goes right side. Holding it's Bowman. Picked up by Carly. Hurst is going to stick with her. 14 on the shot clock. Lady Dinos in a bit of trouble. Errant pass cross court. And there for the steal is Sky Guyman.
Early turnovers by the Dinos.
Stilson brings it up. We'll see if Emery can make Corbin pay. Stilson, right side. It's Addie. Cross court. Carly. Entry pass into Cowley. Kick out. Addie will try a three-point shot. This one is off of the mark. Takes a funky bounce off of the rim and out of bounds. Back to Corbin it goes. But a good look. Ball movement for Emery. Crisp so far. You couldn't ask for much more.
Yeah, the ball's not sticking. Emery's getting the ball down low, and then when they have to pass out, they're getting open looks.
6 minutes, 12 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Emery 3, Corbin nothing. Emery in a 2-2-1 press. Malia gives it to Johnson. Johnson's able to break it. Orth with the ball. Will drive, scoop shot, blocked by the rim. Ball picked up by Guyman. Sky's been all over the place. Defensively and on the glass. Hurst off in the left corner. Guyman down low to Cowley and a push foul called against Harley Hopes. That'll be her first personal, the senior.
Yeah,
Tough task.
No, sorry, Jordan. Hopes had no chance. The positioning she got was so deep that on the catch, she either has to concede the basket and give up the two, or she's going to have to foul, and she fouls.
Hurst to inbound. Lob in. Cowley goes back to Hurst. Carly gives it to Guyman. Foul shot no good, but Sky will go to the line to shoot two. First foul shots of the game for either team, and Emery has an opportunity to extend this to a two-possession game early on. Right now, Corbin isn't getting any clean looks at the basket. It's very similar to what we saw in Emery.
It is, and Hopes picks up her second foul on that one. Defense was in scramble mode, so Hopeston has to rotate down and commits the foul.
Sky knocks down the first foul shot, so it's 4-0 Emery.
Right now, the Dinos' offense is just a little bit chaotic. Turnovers, not getting the quality looks at the rim, and that's a credit to Emery's defense.
Second shot, no good, so Sky goes 1 of 2. Sarah Nelson comes into the game as Harley Hopes goes to the bench after picking up a quick second foul. Nelson, bounce pass, wanted Orth inside the paint. Pass too hot to handle, out of bounds, back to Emery it goes.
The threat of Cowley as the rim protection right now for the Dinos, they're so worried about her around the rim that they're just trying to thread these passes into lanes that are not available.
High post, Guyman, kick out, open three, high arc, shot is off of the mark. So it was Carly with a miss, Addie with a rebound. Emery's going to get a second chance opportunity. 30 on the shot clock. Aaliyah down low. What a move. I mean, she worked right around Blythe Bradford. The footwork outstanding by Aaliyah. Draws the foul, will go to the line to shoot two.
Pass has to be on point, right? So the pass is there. It's going away from the defender. The catch, perfect, soft hands. And then you swim through past the defense, and all they can do is reach out and foul.
First shot, no good. Emery 1 of 3, from the stripe. The 5 out for Corbin right now. It's Bailey Johnson, Sarah Nelson, Kayla Orth. We have Blythe Bradford and Malia Smith out as Bowman and Hopes go to the bench. Cowley knocks down the second foul shot. Aaliyah's got her first point, 5-0 Emery.
So this is a similar start that we saw at the Spartan Center, right? Emery jumps out 6-0 there. They're 5-0 here.
Malia lost the ball, able to bring it back in, finds Orth. Cross-court pass. Orth goes to Nelson. Malia trying to drive and A push foul called against Carbon. Or, excuse me, against Emery.
No, you're right, though. It could have been on Carbon because she did extend the arm and give that little push, but before the contact, Emery got their hands up a little bit too high.
Guyman called for her first personal.
No, I was watching the same thing as you.
3 minutes gone by here in the first quarter, still 5-0. Interior pass, Orth lost the ball. It's on the ground, picked up by Emery.
Another turnover.
Carbon right now dealing with the turnover bug. Addie out of the left corner, takes a couple of dribbles, lob into Cowley. What a pass. Aaliyah can't convert. Rebound by Carly down low, who lays it in for 2. Carly's got 5 points now with the game at 7-0 Emery. Full court press is on and a foul. Carly is going to get the hand check against Nelson. Second team foul against Emery.
Just impeding the progress a little bit with the hand check, but an offensive rebound, second chance opportunity, pushes the lead to 7-0.
4 minutes, 29 ticks in the first quarter. Emery in control. Carbon trying to stop the bleeding.
The Dinos haven't got a quality offensive set so far in the first 4 minutes or so.
Fourth cross court. Nelson swings at Johnson. In the corner, back to Nelson. 20 on the shot clock. Now top of the key to Smith. Malia takes a couple of dribbles and will reset the offense. 15 on the shot clock. Emery sticks in a 2-3 zone. That's Stilson and Addie Hurst up top. High pick set, right side, Johnson. There's an open look from deep, and she knocks it down. Bailey Johnson gets Carbon on the board with a three-point shot off of the right wing.
Finally, Carbon gets an offensive set where they get a quality look.
Down low, Aaliyah, shot no good. Fights for the rebound, and we have a jump ball. Possession will go to Carbon.
I would have called a foul. I think I would have got Callie with the foul. Instead, it's a jump ball. But that's the second time it's a point-blank shot that rolls off the rim.
7-3. Emery by 4. Out of the game, Carly Hurst. Enter Cabry Gordon for the first time tonight. Emery will stick in the 2-2-1.
Gordon probably the best rebounder on the team.
Orth gives it to Johnson. She'll try another triple. Bailey, ooh, it looked good. Bailey got a clean look at it and rims in and out. And the ball bounces out of bounds back to Emery. It goes.
It's not a bad offensive set, though.
Not at all.
It's a quality look. Just didn't make it.
3 minutes and 25 ticks left in the first. Emery basketball. Guyman out of the high post. Her entry pass knocked away by Bradford. It's picked up by Morley. Elsie was trying to run all the way down to the other end of the floor, and we have a foul called on the ground against Emery. Elsie Morley's got some speed, got a little bit ahead of herself, but contact works in Carbon's favor. Sky Guyman will go to the bench. Checking into the game is Ellie Stoker.
Yeah, Megan Stilton try to get back on defense, just commits the foul.
Morley's got some wheels. Nelson out of the left corner. Three-point shot, Johnson, no good. Long off of the back iron, gets her own rebound on the perimeter. Now to Orth. Orth's shot, it's off the mark. And we have another foul against Emery.
Now, right now, the last couple times, Carbon just a little bit quicker going to the ball. Those long rebound attempts you have to track down. So the Dinos, this is going to be crack number 3 on this possession.
Ellie Stilson will get her first run of the game as Addie Hurst will get a breather. Stilson was so good defensively in that loss to North St. Pete. Cowley tips the ball, goes out of bounds. It'll stick with Carbon. We'll see if Stilson can bring that energy that she brought the other night in the North St. Pete tilt. Nelson to inbound. Fresh 35 for the Lady Dinos. Lob in. Bradford, open 3, no good. Nelson gets the rebound. Underneath the basket, putback is off the mark.
4 attempts, Jordan.
Well, Stoker ends that offensive possession, and now Megan Stilson will walk it up. 7-3. Gordon out of the left corner. Top of the key to Stilson. Puts it on the ground. Bounce pass inside to Cowley. Excellent defense by Bradford. Cowley has to kick it back out. 15 on the shot clock. Gordon off of the dribble. Goes cross court. Stilson fakes. Goes right. Orth seals off the baseline. Now the entry pass to Cowley once again. And Bradford is called for the reach-in foul. That is tremendous defense by Blythe Bradford down low.
Yeah, Bradford just fighting every inch to try to come up with it. Almost come up with the steal. But the foul, everybody's out of fouls now for the remaining 2:30.
Natalie Cartwright will get some run. To the bench, Blythe Bradford.
But they are being physical down low with Callie. That's what they have to do. The catches now are becoming more difficult.
there was a little bit of mistake on the team fouls. They got it straightened up. You were on point, Travis, 4 apiece.
See if Callie just kind of does a little rub off, and then they go right back down to her.
Gordon, head fake, gets a clean look, 3-point shot just off of the mark. They did a great job of creating her own shot. Now it's hustle for a ball. Gordon somehow wrestles it away from Johnson. Jump ball. Emery will keep possession. What effort by Cabry Gordon.
Cabry sacrifices, dives on the floor, comes up with the tie-up. So now the Dinos are giving up extra possessions here in the last 2:19.
Gordon lobs into Cowley, 15 feet to Stilson. Open straightaway 3, no good. Rebound to Stoker, draws the foul. Shot is no good, but Ellie will get 2 foul shots. Now Emery already getting some looks at the foul line. This will be their 3rd trip. Foul shots number 5 and 6.
Pass goes in the paint, then kick out. That's an open. Emery is going to continue to get the 3-point open looks. That one should have felt rolls off, but an offensive rebound, and you said it, free throws.
Stoker, first shot is good. Coming in is Chrissy Jones, fresh off a 13-point performance against Manti for the Lady Dinos. To the bench is Taylor Orth. Second shot for Stoker, good.
Good minutes so far off the pine for Stoker.
Emery sticks in the press. Johnson is able to break it, goes up to Jones. Spin move, blocked by Cowley, out of bounds. Hurst grabbed the ball, but she was standing on the baseline. The 5 out on the floor right now for Emery is Ellie Stilson, Cabry Gordon. Also, Carly Hurst has come back into the game. Stoker and Cowley down low. Jones swings it. Johnson, open left wing 3, no good. And Gordon grabs Stilson grabs the rebound, gives it up to Cabry. Cabry comes in off the right wing, goes to Hurst in the corner, drop the basketball, it's loose. Nelson dives for it. Jump, but no, they call it travel. Travel against Nelson. I think Garvin was thinking they were going to get the ball back on a jump. Instead, travel is called, but excellent effort by Nelson. Emery will inbound side out.
Yeah, it looked like the Dinos on the jump ball were going to get possession. Instead, they turned the ball over with the travel. Shot clock doesn't reset, no change of possession. So 24 on that in a 149 game.
Emma Bowman will check into the game. Bowman comes in for Nelson. Nelson gave the Dinos some solid minutes. 149 left in the first, 9-3, Emery by 6. Ellie with the basketball. Goes to Hurst off of the left wing, and we have an official timeout. No, it was not a jump ball. Referee was checking to make sure if it was a jump or a travel. Coach Famalo was saying, hey, it was called a travel. So now there's confusion by the officials.
Yeah, he called travel. A travel on the Dinos is Emery basketball.
Now they're going to reset the shot clock to 35 because it was a travel, meaning Carbon had possession. So that's the right call. All right, a little bit of confusion, but the refs take some time out. They get it figured out.
I got it right. It was my mistake. It was to change of possession, so it should have reset. It did not. I think he thought he signaled jump.
Yep. No, I mean, it was close. Could have went either way.
We're right now.
Referees get it corrected, and 27 seconds on the shot clock. It's Emery basketball. Gordon cross court. Hurst, open three-point shot. High arc, no good. Rebound down low to Guyman. Sky comes in, makes an immediate impact. Gives it back to Gordon. Gordon comes in off of the right elbow. Goes back to Sky, lost the basketball, but the tip, and Stilson goes down to the ground. Ellie took a shot as she went sliding for the ball. Carbon comes up with the loose ball. Bowman bounce pass to Johnson. One dribble, kick right corner. Cartwright lost it. Hurst gets a hand on it. Carbon able to recover. 21 on the shot clock. Quick three. Johnson no good. Guyman with another rebound. Sky is all over the place on the glass and defensively.
Fabulous job early on in the quarter. of rebounding, playing defense, filling that role.
Stilson top of the key. Ellie moves it right side. Cabry's going to penetrate. Cabry up and under. Call a foul on the ground. She went right at Cartwright.
Out of bounds.
So Cartwright whistled for the foul.
Gordon knows she has the step. And she goes tippy-toeing baseline and then scoop attempt from the right-hand side to the left-hand side. Foul, 2 free throws.
4th Lady Spartan to take a trip to the line tonight. First shot for Cabry. Good. Well, we talked about the balance for Carbon. Emery has already had 5 different players notch at least 1 point. 10-3 Emery. One more shot coming for Cabry.
You'll win a lot of games in that role if you have multiple scratching throughout.
Second shot is good.
Pressure in the backcourt. See if they can get a turnover.
11-3. Carbon breaks the press. Cartwright bounce pass to Johnson. Baseline just inside the perimeter. Now hands it back to Cartwright. Beautiful ball handle. Gets a shot off from 12. No good. As Stoker did a great job of disrupting the shot. Ball is knocked out of bounds. It'll stick with Emery.
There's Gordon. Every opportunity off the rim, you know she's going to be in position to get a rebound. And Emery should hold for the final shot unless they get a breakdown defensively by the Dinos.
Shot clock is turned off. We're down to 12 on the game clock. Gordon moves it left side. Guyman finds Stilson. Ellie cross court to Gordon. Johnson knocks it away. Out of bounds it goes. 5.3 on the clock, and Emery will keep possession. But Bailey's going to make it difficult on the Lady Spartans to get a shot off.
I think Emery might get a corner 3.
Stilson finds Guyman in the paint. Sky has to put up a shot. A little contact, no whistle, and then a foul right at the buzzer as Ellie Stoker got the offensive rebound. And Ellie will go to the line with no time on the clock, her second trip to the stripe, and an opportunity to extend the lead for Emery.
She's going to shoot these on the island. This is difficult when there's nobody out there.
It's so out of norm, right? First shot for Ellie's an air ball.
And it's just not a normal free throw. You're in the huddles. You're out there all by yourself.
Second shot for Ellie to try to get one out of it for Emery. And that shot is no good, and that'll take us to the end of the opening quarter. Score right now, 11-3. Emery up by 8 as we get set for the second quarter here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Discover peace of mind with Don's Hometown Insurance, now even closer to home at their new location, 58 West Main Street in Price. Connect directly with friendly agents ready to tailor a package just for you. Imagine bundling your home, auto, and life insurance, simplifying your life while maximizing your savings. Experience personalized service designed to protect what matters most to you. Visit Don's Hometown Insurance today and feel the difference.
Hey there, food lovers. It's Bill Hicks from Farlano's Cafe, your new favorite spot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whether you're craving a hearty omelet, a fresh salad, our golden curly fries, or our mouth-watering pastas, we've got you covered. And we're open 7 days a week. So come on down to Farlano's Cafe, where every meal is a celebration. Remember, it's where the locals eat. Visit us at Farlano's, where great food and great company come together. See you soon.
Emery Spartan basketball continues on 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Second quarter underway. Carbon with the basketball moving right to left of the radio dial. 11-3. Emery with the lead. Holding it's Morley. Morley goes to Johnson. Johnson holds off with the right elbow. Kills her dribble. Wants to go back to Morley. Ball was tipped. And then Gordon comes down with it. Cabry trying to run all the way to the basket. Has the ball stolen from behind by Morley. And now Morley's going to push the other way. And a near turnover on the other end. How about the hustle by Addie-Hurst? A lot of hustle out of the floor. It's chippy. That's exciting. And the Lady Dinos have control once again with 7:23 to play in the second. Off back-to-back turnovers.
Yeah, both teams going a little fast. And very fortunate that, neither one committed a foul or sent someone to the free throw line.
Johnson gets it into Bowman. Emma out of the corner, lost the ball, knocked away out of bounds. It'll stick with Carbon, 26 on the shot clock.
Good opening quarter, though, by the Emery defense, holding the Dinos to 3 points. It's kind of feeling more like that game we had at the Spartan Center a couple weeks ago.
Morley with the ball, splits the defense, dribbled off the calf of Aaliyah Cowley, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Emery, so it's going to stick with Carbon. Lady Dinos will go back to the bench. Kayla Jones will come into the game with Malia Smith. Going to the bench is Morley and Bowman. So Carbon working deep into the rotation already in the first half. Lady Dinos have just one field goal. Malia Smith called for a travel at the top of the key.
Dancing around the perimeter, no dance partner. Took off. He forced to put the ball on the deck.
Yep.
Turnover, and that's been the story for the Dinos, is the bulk of turnovers in that quarter.
Only points from Carbon coming on a three-point jumper from Bailey Johnson.
About the 6-minute mark or so, wasn't it?
It's close to that spot. Aaliyah down low. Lost the ball, able to come up with it, and 3 in the key called against Emery. Emery's going to stick in the full court press. And right now, Addie Hurst and Megan Stilson in the backcourt with Sky Guyman and Cabry Gordon. Cowley will wait below the basket. It was tough for Carbon to break the press, and they did not. Coach Blank's going to take a timeout. 30-second timeout with 6:57 to play here in the first half. Still 11-3. Like the timeout by Coach Blank.
They could see his team was in trouble, so you get a timeout, you settle things down, you drop a play. You're just looking to get some points here in the quarter. They're doing a good job, the Dinos are, with Cowley. They are being physical inside the paint. And you can see the frustration with the catches. And she's just not getting the clean catch to go up in the offensive set. The last one, the pass is a little bit off target. She has to readjust. She turns the ball over on the 3-second.
Just made the announcement at Carbon High School that the Dinos have 2 state champions at the 3A state championship wrestling meet, Riker O'Haron and Jance Greenholm.
It's awesome.
Two flat-out studs. O'Haron now a back-to-back champ. 6 minutes, 47 seconds left in the first half here, and we have another travel. That one goes against Malia Smith again. So now subs for Emery as Cabry Gordon will go to the bench. Seen a little bit of increase in minutes here in the first half as she starts to get her basketball legs back.
That's good minutes.
Addie and Carly Hurst back into the game along with Stilson, Guyman, and Cowley. So the starting 5 for Emery. Carly lob in. Aaliyah passes out of the post, finds Stilson for 3. Good.
That's the ball movement Emery needs. From the low post back to the perimeter.
14-3. Smith trapped. Great defense by Carly and Addie Hurst. Carbon's able to escape out of it. Now Bailey Johnson can reset the offense.
Addie Hurst is such a ferocious defender.
Plays some hard-nosed basketball. Johnson goes to the jump stop. Tries to thread the pass through a needle, and it's knocked out of bounds. It'll stick with the Lady Dinos, 12 on the shot clock. Wanted to find Chrissy Jones down low.
Just nowhere to go with the ball. The defense is tight. The lanes are not there. You're going to have to figure things out if you're the Carbon Dinos.
Taylor Orth will come back into the game along with Jones. Hopes is back in, Malia Smith, and also Kayla Jones. So that's the new 5 for Carbon. Emery's got their starting 5 out. Malia Smith with the ball. Faced against the zone to Orth off of the left side. Orth tried to give it back to Smith, lost the ball. Smith brings it up, and she launches from way out in the dark. I think she thought she was up against the shot clock. It did reset. 3-point shot, no good. It goes back to Emery. They try a quick 3 on the other end. Addie is off the mark. Cowley with a rebound and gets it into the corner. Carly for 3. Good. Carly's got her second triple. She's got 8 points now in the ball game. And it's 17-3 Emery.
Offensive rebound, defense in scramble board. Corner 3, splash.
Emery's going to keep the pressure on. The Lady Dinos break it. Jones, couple of dribbles. Gives it off to Malia. 19 on the shot clock. Smith wants a high pick. Hope sets it for him. Aaliyah, step back three, up, no good. Rebound to Orth, and she lost the ball out of bounds. Tried to save it on the baseline, but made contact out of bounds, and so back to Emery it goes. With 5 minutes and 7 seconds to play in the first half, Carbon has but one field goal. Excellent defensive performance from Emery.
Emery's not allowing anything. They're not going to allow the Dinos to just generate easy points or easy looks at the rim. They're guarding up at the perimeter. They're forcing everything down low. They're doing a good job of switching.
Stilson will walk it up. Stilson, high post to Guyman. Guyman kicks it to Hurst. Carly a three. It's an air ball, but it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Carbon.
Again, it's just the interior with Callie, who's just standing there, and that presence right there forces the Dinos into trying to reach across.
Stilson to Carly for three. This one is off the mark. The corners of that go around, it was Addy, the corners have been open for Emery. And they have made Carbon pay a time or two. Here's Jones, three-point shot of the way, good. Carbon needed that. Kayla Jones will stop the bleeding. 17-6. Emery by 11. Left side. Addy holds. Goes to Stilson. High post. Guyman goes to Carly. Wants to go right back to Sky. Sky's 15 feet away, and Airmel's one out of bounds. Turnover. And back to Carbon it will go.
But that's what happens. Carbon gets a bucket. So what does Emery do? They kind of have that pressure, like we need to go down and score, and they turn the ball over.
Orth is able to break the press. Gives it up to Johnson. Johnson to Jones. Cross court to Nelson, who was checked back in. Emery sticks in a 2-3 midway through the second quarter. 17-6. Lady Spartans. Right side, Nelson, three-point shot. Might have been partially deflected. It's no good. Orth fights for the offensive board and draws the foul. First team foul against Emery. 3:51 to play here in the second quarter.
Those hustle plays that don't show up in the box score gets the offensive board. They get a clean look at the three-point line. Just knocked one down. They were looking for back-to-back threes. But with 3:51 left, they're going to get possession of the ball down 17-6.
Nelson is on the baseline to inbound. Lob in. Johnson swings it right side. It's Jones back to Johnson. Orth is trying to post up Hurst. Nothing there. Go back to Nelson on the right side. 27 on the shot clock. Patience on offense. Jones went back door. Three-point shot is no good. Ball is tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Hopes. Back to Emery it goes.
But that's the best possible outcome for Carbon on that possession was a corner three. Yeah, the rotation was good by Emery. They closed out great, but that's a good look. She knocks that down.
Timeout on the floor, 17-6. Emery by 11 when we return.
I was hoping to talk to someone about updating my insurance policy.
I am able to understand complete sentences.
That was a complete sentence?
I didn't understand that.
Or can I just talk to a person?
No one talks to humans anymore.
Sometimes humans are just more helpful.
I hear you. Why don't we review your coverage with a super check?
Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
Contact Farm Bureau agent Jill Jensen in Price today.
Emery High School basketball on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
.335 left in the first half. 17-6. Emery with a lead. Out of the timeout. Emery will switch things up a little bit. It's the first time we've seen this lineup tonight for the Lady Spartans. Stilson with the ball. Orth tips it away.
This is a typical Emery Spartan game. It's grind out. It's clunky. Defensively, they put a lot of pressure on the opponents to try to score, and here we are stuck at 6 points if you're the Dinos.
Michaela Truman has come into the game. Still out there is Carly Hurst. She'll try a three-point shot, knocks it down. Carly with another make from deep. That's her third triple of the first half, and it's 20-6. She has 11 points.
Communication defensively wasn't there. They switched off and allowed the open three.
This time, Carbon breaks the press. Emery struggling a little bit. They get the three-point bucket right back as Kayla Jones made Emery pay on the miscommunication defensively.
It was similar to what Emery got. Carvin just got the same thing with the defense.
Cowley from 15 takes a couple of dribbles, goes to Hurst, to Stilson, quick swing. Stilson finds Truman, baseline jumper, no good. Hurst grabs the rebound, tried to kick it back out to Truman, and Nelson comes away with a steal. And then Johnson sets a hard pick on Hurst, and the ball on the other end thrown away through the hands of Jones, so back to Emery it goes. And Charlie Hurst will come out of the game after going through what was a clean pick by Bailey Johnson. There's no question.
One heck of a pick.
Yeah, it is.
She never saw it coming, and it was clean, and that's a great basketball play, and it set up a 5-on-4.
Stilson brings it up, goes right side to Gordon. Back to Stilson, swings left. We're down to 23 on the shot clock. Now to the right side. Cabry tries to drive on Orth. Nothing there. Goes to the corner. Truman has a wide open three. Missed everything. Rebound to Cowley. We're down to 13 on the shot clock. Aaliyah takes a couple of dribbles. Gives it back now to Stilson. Megan tries to drive, and a charge is called against Megan.
That's a bad call. That one right there was a little bit of a sell job. Credit to Orth for selling it.
Nelson. Yep, Nelson has done some great work in off of the bench. Anytime you get the charge call, you got to be happy with the coach. Jones, another three, no good. Cowley has the rebound. And Cowley just throws an elbow and decked Orth right in the throat.
Baited her.
And the referees are going to talk about this. Well, it was frustration. You called it baiting her. She took a shot, I believe, and then threw an elbow and made contact. So let's see what the call is.
So Nelson on one end does a good job of getting the call. Then the other end, the frustration comes through, and Orth at the line.
Do you agree with the call? Because it's two shots.
I do not.
Orth misses the first.
She
threw an elbow to clear some space.
Got the elbow up, which she's allowed to clear the space. I thought Orth did a good job of selling that one as well.
And she misses both foul shots. So an opportunity for Carbon. They've got 3 field goals in the first half. All 3 have come from beyond the perimeter. You got to give Orth credit because she was battling down low with Aaliyah.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it is Carbon basketball. So far, no harm, no foul off of the infraction from Cowley. Orth goes right side to Johnson. Orth swings it left side. Jones for 3, no good. Missed off the side of the iron. Johnson runs down the rebound. Bailey's had a couple of boards about 25 feet away from the bucket. And a timeout is taken by Coach Jordan Blank. So Carbon's going to keep possession with 1:31 to play here in the first half. 20-9. That is the score. And it looks like it was an inadvertent whistle. Coach Blank did not want the timeout after all. So it's Carbon basketball. After all that, 1:31 to play in the first half. 20-9. Emery with an 11-point lead. Jones, who's had the hot hand. Kayla's got 6 here in the first half for Carbon. Bailey brings the ball around and gives it off to Nelson. Goes back to Jones, back to Nelson. We're down to 11 on the shot clock. Entry pass to Hopes, and she travels. You can feel the intensity picking up in this game, Travis.
The energy, the intensity, everything about it. Everybody's tuned in now. The Dinos trying to crawl back into it. Down 20-9 here in the last minute.
70 seconds, less than 70 seconds left in the first half. It's Emery basketball. Left side. Gordon to Cowley. Aaliyah thought about the three, takes one dribble, gives it off, sets the pick for Stilson, and a 3-second violation called against Emery. It's the second 3-second violation of the first half. Emery's going to go to a full court press once again. Aaliyah is in the backcourt. Addie Hurst with Ellie Stilson, Sky Guyman, and Cabry Gordon. Orth drives, goes right at Cowley. Shot is no good. Was a scoop shot layup, couldn't convert. Stilson with a rebound. We're down to 38 seconds. 6-second differential between the shot and game clock. Gordon thought about the three, kills her dribble. Jones is all over her. Gordon tries to give it to Stilson, has to climb a ladder, comes down with it. Down low to Cowley. Aaliyah, shot off of the glass is no good. Carbon's done a great job of limiting Aaliyah offensively, but now the Lady Dinos want to push. It's Nelson, drives, lost the ball. Cowley comes up with it. We're down to 15 seconds. Walking it up left side. Stilson holding, kills the dribble, goes to Hurst. 9 seconds. Hurst had the ball stolen by Nelson. It bounced off the official, and then Hurst is called for the push foul. 4 team fouls for Emery. Not a single team foul against Carbon in this quarter.
Yeah, it goes right off the ref, and he's doesn't have to move. He stays there. The ball just sticks in the offensive foul. And it's a good call. Got her hands up and kind of just swiped her out of the way.
5 seconds. Johnson, pass, no one's home. Gordon comes up with a steal. Cabry's half-court heave is no good, and that's the way the first half comes to an end. My goodness, back and forth. Tons of intensity in the gym, and Emery will take a double-digit lead to the break.
Yeah, for Emery, that second quarter kind of bogged down just a little bit, but they go in the break up 20-9.
When you look at the way Carbon has their points, 3 3-point makes. That's it. That's it.
They can't generate points around the rim. They're so worried about the presence of Cali that they became a jump shooting team.
The score, Emery 20, Carbon 9. Halftime report brought to you by Dr. Daniel Cowley at Castle Valley Orthodontics is coming up when we return.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist, and here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
Discover the strength and beauty of Flawless Sheeting's metal siding and roofing solutions. Designed to endure and crafted to conserve energy, the products offered by Flawless Sheeting ensure your home not only looks good, but feels good too. Plus, they come with a 40-year warranty. Enjoy superior durability and enhanced comfort year-round with new roofing from Flawless Sheeting. Ready to upgrade? Call Flawless Sheeting at 636-7300 and elevate the way you live.
You see your friends with their new travel trailers, four-wheelers, and side-by-sides. They're living the dream, right? Well, it doesn't just have to be a dream. You can start living that same dream life today by starting your new career with GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance. GMS is hiring mechanics, electricians, fabricators, experienced and inexperienced miners. They offer high starting wages, benefits, a 401k, and vacation pay. Local jobs are available. Apply today. Email your resume to kbarker@gmsminerepair.com. The dream can be yours with GMS Mine Repair.
Having a great local pharmacy that you can rely on is important. At Price Family Pharmacy, transferring your prescriptions is simple and hassle-free. Just call us at 637-3737 and we'll take care of the rest. Need your medication delivered right to your door? We offer free delivery to make your life even easier. Managing multiple medications? Ask about our convenient med packing service to keep you organized and on track. Visit Price Family Pharmacy and experience a team that genuinely cares. Feel better about your pharmacy. Choose Price Family Pharmacy today.
The time is now to join the JN Auto Experience. Browse quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs at our Price or Huntington lots. JN Auto can even help you get financing. Get fast, expert mechanic service to keep your vehicle running smoothly. Treat your car to a spotless wash or make it shine with professional detailing. Even rent a car. All in one convenient stop. JN Auto. Driven forward.
It's fun! It's our favorite place.
Strike up family fun for everyone. Gateway Lanes. Families that play together stay together. And Gateway Lanes is your center for fun, snacks, and great food. So let Gateway Lanes do the cooking with open and league bowling year-round and Club Bowl Thursday night, 9 till 11:30, with unlimited bowling including shoes. Since 1989, Helper's Hometown Bowling Center, Gateway Lanes, South Main Street in Historic Helper, and bowlhelper.com. Let's roll.
Emery Spartan basketball continues on 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Halftime here at Garvin High School, and it's been a fun one so far. The Lady Spartans will take a 20-9 lead into the break. Welcome to the halftime report brought to you by Dr. Daniel Cowley at Castle Valley Orthodontics. You can give them a call tomorrow for a free consultation on a set of braces. That's a smile that'll last a lifetime. The phone number is 637-2222. Travis, we always talk about rural basketball, how it doesn't get any better than this. It's excitement. You got the community here in full swing. We got two teams playing their hearts out. It's 20-9 at halftime, and it's been entertaining.
It's been entertaining, like you said, for Emery. This seems like it's a replay of what we saw at the Spartan Center for the Dinos. A struggle to try to get anything offensively. 3 3-point makes in the half, nothing inside the 3-point arc.
Well, let's take a look at the scoring for the Emery Lady Spartans, and we'll start with Carly Hurst. She has 11 points, 9 of which have come from beyond the 3-point line.
Yeah, that's how Carbon's going to generate their points. Is Emery's just going to pack the paint. They're going to allow Carbon to shoot the outside shots, and for Emery, they're going to get the same similar looks from the 3-point line as well.
Outside of Carly, the next leading scorer for Emery, it'd be Megan Stilson, who also knocked down a 3-point jumper. Perimeter shooting has really been the story in this game. And, that one came at a big time for Emery because it seemed like the offense had gone a little bit stale, and then Megan popped one straight away top of the key.
The Dinos are going to let the interior passes come in. So once they get those passes down, look, if you're one of those shooters around the perimeter, you got to be ready to catch and don't put the ball on the deck and just shoot. And we saw Carly, like you said, knock down 11 points. But what Emery did a good job was when they were getting chased off the 3-point line, they were going hard to the rim, and they did generate chances at the free throw line.
Outside of Megan Stilson's triple and Carly Hurst with 11 points, Cabry Gordon has 2, Ellie Stoker has 2, Sky Guyman 1, Aaliyah Cowley 1. I think if you're Carbon, you got to be happy with the fact that you have limited Aaliyah, but you're still down 11.
Yeah, we talk about the balance at this level. If Emery gets that balance like we see, it doesn't have to be a bunch of points. If you get the 11s and the 3s and then everybody else, they're going to win a lot of games. But, yeah, I mean, for the Dinos, I thought for the most part they did a good job on Cali of making life difficult. And I think they frustrated Cali just a little bit. And when Cali gets frustrated, it takes her off her game just a little bit. So she's got to play under control, but Carly Hurst came through.
No question. Carly was outstanding throughout that first half. It's not really going to be a lengthy conversation if we take a look at the scoring for Carbon because it's Kayla Jones with 6. It's Bailey Johnson with 3. That is it. 3 field goals, all 3 coming from beyond the perimeter. Bailey Johnson's 3-point shot felt like Carbon had to get a bucket on that particular possession. And then Kayla has actually come in and was able to match a couple of Emery's 3-point shots. So they've actually been very, very big in that regard. They just haven't had enough offense on that side of the ball.
I think the Dinos scored about the 6 or 5 minute mark at that first 3. They went all the way into the next quarter, the second quarter, I think 5 minute mark once again before they hit another bucket to get 6 points. It's been very difficult on them, and it's just credit. We know Emery is a very good defensive team, and they have clamped down in the half.
They've played well so far, and the score right now is 20-9. Emery with an 11-point lead right now over the Lady Dinos. And so, Travis, second half, how do you maintain what you started so far in this game?
Yeah, for Emery, continue to play really good defense. You're going to get turnovers. Off those turnovers, just generate easy points. You don't have to force feed Cali. I know that's the game plan, is try to get Cali the ball in the block and then let everything else. If you see lanes, just take those lanes and go hard to the bucket.
When you go back and look at the way Emery played defensively in that first half, I think it did force Coach Blank to go deep into a rotation fairly early. Emery was making Carbon work for every inch of that floor. It's not as if Carbon didn't have success breaking the press because they had their moments, but once you break it, it's what you do with the ball after, and that became a problem.
Yeah, they did a good job of breaking the press, like you said. It's the aftermath of now what do we do? And they just weren't sure where to go with the ball. It's very difficult when you're going up against a team that's very well coached with John and Chase down there and Seth, and they do a good job of implementing that defense. So for the Dinos, they just got to continue their ball movement. They're going to get open threes. They just got to knock them down. If they can knock down a couple threes here early in the third quarter and get this crowd back into it, and maybe get that score down to 2012, 2015, then things will change.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the way Emery has played defense all year long. They're averaging, giving up about 42 points per tilt. Right now they have Carbon stuck at 9, and it was a struggle for the Dinos the first go-around as well, right? So can Emery start forcing turnovers and turning it into points? Because if that happens, it might be a quick second half.
It's a young team, right? That's what young teams do. They're still trying to figure out how to navigate through a game. And going against a team like John always has at the right moment, so we're at the end of the season. We know what you're going to get out of John's team. It's just going to be a tough out, and they're good. They're a good defensive team, and it's a struggle. It happens.
And it's a very young Carbon team that we are watching grow up before our very eyes. The score right now with the break, Emery 20, Carbon 9. 2.5 minutes away from the second half when we return.
Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Kelly, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. What's keeping you from having a perfect smile? We understand what you want from a local orthodontist. And here at Castle Valley Orthodontics, you'll be treated like family. Call Castle Valley Orthodontics at 637-2222 for a free consultation.
Welcome to Emery and Carbon Animal Health, where Dr. Jensen and his staff greet you and your pet with caring smiles. Our exam rooms are clean and inviting. Our accredited doctors offer many procedures, including examinations, surgery, dentistry, and boarding. Schedule an appointment today. 2 locations to serve you. Emery and Carbon Animal Health. Animals big and small. We care for them all.
Our home flooded when the refrigerator line broke. We felt helpless, didn't know what to do. Our neighbors told us to call On Call Restore. They really came through for us.
Serving all of southeastern Utah, they're fast and professional. 24/7 emergency services for water, fire, and mold. They even do emergency board-ups. And as a licensed insured general contractor, they do the remodeling as well. Call for a free quote, 650-1092.
Bringing you peace of mind during the worst of times. Call On Call, 650-1092.
We'll be on our way.
Golfers, get ready for year-round fun at Swing and Swear. Step into the action with over 43,000 world-class courses to choose from. No passport required. Rain or shine, you can tee off indoors. Multiple bays, club rentals, tables, chairs, and concessions. It's the perfect spot to practice your game, celebrate with friends, or spend time with family. From the serious golfer to first-timers, everyone is welcome to join the fun. Swing and Swear, located just off Ridge Road. Call 299-6200 to schedule a tee time today.
Emery High School basketball on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Second half about to begin. The score again, Emery 20, Carbon 9. Here on 107.3 FM, 750 AM, our YouTube channel, Castle Country Radio Emery, and part of the KSL Sports Network for the 2025-26 basketball season. It's been a lot of fun.
A lot of fun. You and I have been all over the state and got one tonight and another one tomorrow, so looking forward to it.
First for the basketball. Carly gives it up to Addie. A lot of contact, no whistle. Refs say play on. We're down to 7 minutes and 44 seconds in the third, so a 16-second possession for Emery, and that's how it will end. Turnover. Sure that Coach Famalo was looking for something a little bit more cohesive offensively out of the break. Credit Carbon with the fantastic defense, and we have a double dribble against Carbon, so a turnover, and the ball will make its way back to Emery.
So Emery tries to get a pass to the corner, which is a tightrope, and then the Dinos get possession, and when just when you think, all right, here we're going to generate something, you committed turnovers. So back-to-back by Bulls.
Little helter-skelter. Stilson with the basketball, guarded by Bowman. Wants to go to the right side, nothing there. High entry pass to Cowley, spin move. Aaliyah, tough shot, gets it to roll in off the front of the iron.
Tough, like you said, and gets that bucket to crawl through.
That's great defense by Carbon. Better offense by Cowley.
Pressure now.
Emery trying to cause some fits in the backcourt. Smith gets it up to Bowman, who lost the basketball out of bounds. If Emery can start turning these turnovers into points, it's going to be difficult for Carbon.
Yeah, that's the pressure because now your internal clock is saying, I've got to get the ball up the floor. We get the ball up the floor, but the problem is there's nobody there for ball security, and it goes out of bounds right in front of the scores table.
Stilson will walk it up. Bowman's going to walk with her. Megan will take it right side. Goes into the high post. Cowley, spin move. Great defense by Hopes. Cowley has to pass it off. Trying to set back up, outside of the paint, backing down. Tough shot, no good. Hopes called for the foul. That's her third personal. She was in foul trouble early on in the first quarter, and I'm interested to see if Coach Blank is going to roll the dice and keep her out there. She's a difference maker defensively for sure. She's making Aaliyah work for everything.
Got a deep touch, and then the kickback, and then the touch was further out, but then she gets back into position, and all Hopes can do is hack, and she goes to the bench.
Yep, she'll come out. Blythe Bradford will check in. Second shot for Aaliyah, no good. Missed short off of the front of the rim. Taylor Orth with a rebound. Orth gives it up to Bowman. Bowman finds Johnson, slows down top of the key. We're down to 6:45 in the third quarter. Emery 23, Carbon 9. Bowman drives. Hurst sticks with her. Bowman has to give the ball back off to Smith. Back to Bowman. Corner three, no good. And a rebound is grabbed by Addie Hurst. Addie gives it off now to Stilson. Stilson goes to Carly. Carly penetrates. Initiates the contact. Goes right into the teeth of the defense. And Carly, who is playing an outstanding game, will have a chance to earn two more at the stripe.
Yeah, Bradford just out of position by a little bit. Not by much, but her body wasn't straight up and down, kind of twisted towards the wrong angle.
Foul shots have not been kind to Emery tonight. Curley misses the first. Emery has had several more cracks at the line than Carbon. Second shot. Good. So 1 of 2 at the line. Carly with 12 points now in the ball game, 24-9. 4-0 run for Emery to start this second half. Malia penetrates in, drives. Cowley with a block inside the paint. Aaliyah's defense making it difficult on Carbon to drive, especially out of those corners.
Got her down for 3 blocks.
Aaliyah will take the pass down low, goes to work on Blythe, lays it in for 2. And Aaliyah has 5 points in the quarter alone, and it's 26-9 Emery.
Yeah, no chance for Bradford, the size advantage.
Johnson will hold top of the key to wreck some traffic, finds Bowman right wing, swings it, Orth out of the corner. Orth takes a couple of dribbles. Kills it, goes to Malia. Smith drives, blocked again by Cowley. Aaliyah finding her rhythm here in the third quarter. She's got another block. She'll run down to the post. Stilson brings it in. Hurst out of the corner. Bradford does a terrific job of fronting Aaliyah that go around. Ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stick with Emery. 22 ticks on the shot clock. 5:28 on the game clock. And here comes 4 new players for Carbon. Johnson and Bowman, Orth, and Smith will all get breathers. Nelson will come into the game with Cartwright and Morley. And also checking into the game is Kayla Jones.
You're just trying to generate something.
Lob into Stilson. Top of the key. Megan is looking. Goes right side. Hurst with the basketball. Addie takes one dribble. Gives it off to Aaliyah. Long 2-point shot. Bounces all the way around. Doesn't fall. And a rebound grab by Cartwright. Lost the ball. But it was last touched by Emery. So Carbon's going to keep possession. Aaliyah not afraid to launch from deep, Travis. Just inside the perimeter out of the corner. Had a wide open look. Nelson was guarding her, sagged off. Couldn't hit. 5:09 in the third. 26-9 Emery.
And they switch off. Open baseline look. Got to take those if you're Cowley.
Cartwright. Pass was stolen by Megan Stilson. Megan's going to go coast to coast. Lots of contact. Draws the foul on Nelson, and 2 shots coming for Megan Stilson. who has but 3 points in the game, and this is her first trip to the stripe.
Smart play by Megan Stilson, knowing that the trail defender is not in position to make a defensive stop. So my momentum going forward is better than her momentum going backwards. I go up into her, and I get 2 free throws.
First shot for Megan is good.
It's a simple game, Jordan, right? It's all about angles. It's all about positioning.
I would assume that's why footwork is important, right?
Yeah.
Second shot, good.
When you're turning the ball over, you're just the advantage for the offensive player to go momentum-wise with the defensive player is going to win every time.
8-0 run for Emery. 3-point shot for Jones is no good, and a rebound to Megan Stilson. It was 20-9 at the break. It's 28-9 now. Carbon comes up with a big steal. Jones blocked by Stilson and will go to the line to shoot 2. So some hustle by the Lady Dinos. Had to have a stop on that particular possession. It has been all Emery to get things rolling. First shot for Jones is good. Taylor's now got 7 points. 7 of those 10 for Carbon.
Morley gets credit because she kept the play alive by tipping the ball out, going up with Callie on that rebound, which then leads directly to points for the Dinos at the charity stripe.
Jones makes both foul shots. So it's 28-11. That stops the bleeding for Carbon. We'll see if that can generate some momentum, because right now it is all Emery. Ellie Stilson is in the ball game. Addie and Curley, her, Sky Guyman, Aaliyah Cowley. Trying to get the ball to Aaliyah, a good 15 feet away from the basket. And an offensive foul called against Aaliyah off of the loose ball. So back to Carbon it goes. 2 team fouls for Emery.
Yeah, a little careless possession.
That's also Aaliyah's second personal foul. Nelson brings it up. Crossed half court. Stilson waits for it. Entry pass to Cartwright on the elbow. Goes back to Nelson. Tried to lob the pass. It hit the rim. Nearly went in. Statistically, that would go down as a shot attempt just because it did hit the rim. Was not the idea. Carbon gets a fresh 35 out of it. Morley on the baseline goes back to Nelson. Back to Morley. Open corner 3. Good.
I think for Carly Hurst on that one, trying to get to the corner, just a little bit out of gas maybe.
Emery's going to try to get it right back. Shot by Hurst, no good. It was just short. Rebound to Morley. Morley runs it up, and she carried.
You could see Carly was trying to get her win to get to the corner, and she tried her best. It's a good look for the Dinos to get the 3.
Emery has doubled up Carbon as we sit in the third quarter. 28-14, 3:38 left in the period. The 5 out right now, Travis, for Emery. We have Sky Guyman and Ellie Stilson. Also out on the court, Addie Hurst, Cabry Gordon, and Aaliyah Cowley. Aaliyah calling for the ball. 15 feet out. Sky gives it back. Ellie drives. Ellie, contact, foul, and 1. Ellie Stilson. Boy, she was great the other night against North Sanpete. Instant energy again tonight. Chance for the old-fashioned three-point play on her first bucket of the game.
They go far corner, and then you kick back to the top of the key. You get the ball to the high post. It's a little handoff play. And with the contact going through, you flip it up. Nothing but net and a chance at a three-point play. And you talk about how special she was on Wednesday night.
Sky Guyman and Leah Cowley will go to the bench. Checking in, Hadley Grimm and Ellie Stoker. And 1 for Ellie Stilson is good. 31-14. 3 minutes and 19 ticks left in the third. Johnson's going to walk it up. Stilson waits for it, goes to Nelson left side. Nelson, three-point shot, no good. Rebound, it's grabbed by Cartwright. Carbon's going to get another opportunity. Johnson for 3, no. Rebound, grabbed down low by Grimm.
It's a great box out. You sill off, and there's nobody there, and you just pick up the loose change.
Emery rolling. Stoker fouled as she hits the deck hard, and the whistle goes against Natalie Cartwright. It's only 14 fouls, so no shot. Stoker said, hey, I was shooting that ball. Let's see if they change this to a shooting foul or not. I don't believe it should be a shooting foul.
I think we should be underneath. I just love the way Ellie plays.
Oh, yeah. Both of them, Stilson and Stoker.
Yeah. I mean, Stoker comes in, runs the floor hard, she rebounds. That's a great job. You get down the floor in a hurry, and then you get in position, and you seal off the defender, and you're rewarded at the free throw.
Well, they're going to get foul shots, not because it was a shooting foul, but because once they got everything figured out, it's the 5th team foul for Carbon, and Stoker misses the first foul shot. Just 2 of 4 at the line. 2 of 5 at the line, excuse me.
Stoker on Wednesday gave them quality minutes in that game against the Hawks.
Second shot for Stoker, good. So Ellie shooting 50% at the line, 32-14. Emery by 18 with under 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Johnson gives it up to Bradford. Bradford puts it on the ground, goes to the corner. Nelson closes out great by Gordon. Drives baseline, kicks out to Johnson. 18 on the shot clock. Tried to split 2 defenders, and Grimm strips the ball.
Playing defense without fouling.
Cabry, 3-point shot, good. Cabry Gordon. She's got 5 now in the ball game. It's her first field goal, and it's 35-14 Emery.
No hesitation by KG. Patient off the 3-point catch and splash one home.
Timeout on the floor. Right now, Emery running away with this one. 2:21 to play in the third. It's 35-14 when we return.
The more things change,
the more they stay the same.
Yes, Mr. Automotive has a new building in Huntington.
But that just means the services they offer just got better.
Detailing and mechanic work are being added to the already great service Mr. Automotive had already offered.
And all deals are still done with the owner at the lowest prices possible.
New building, same best prices, and more auto services. Go to MrAutomotiveSales.com or stop by the dealership, 21 South Main, Huntington. Mr. Automotive, the best for less.
Imagine a smooth, hassle-free journey to the front door of your new home with the Driggs Mortgage Team guiding you every step of the way. Hi, this is Greg Driggs. Our seasoned experts understand the ins and outs of home financing and refinancing. Come visit us at our new permanent address, 8 East Main in Price, where we plan to be a staple for years to come. Start your journey today. Call 801-427-3577. The Driggs Mortgage Team, NMLS number 272076, Equal Housing Opportunity. Driggs Mortgage Team is a DBA of Premier Mortgage Resources, LLC, NMLS 1169.
Emery High School basketball on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Out of the timeout, 35-14. Emery well in control. Carbon will launch a 3. Nelson, no good. Missed off the front of the iron. Tussle for a ball. Foul is called on the ground against Emery. See who the guilty party is. It's Cabry. Third team foul for Emery. One more to give over the final 2:16 of the third quarter. Score at the break was 20-9 Emery. So a 15-5 run to open up the third quarter. Jones will try a 3. It's good. And Kayla Jones, who had 6 at halftime, has 11 of the 17 points for Carbon. Gordon gets it right back. Cabry left open off the left wing. She says, I'll take 3 more as well. Then it's 38-17.
Gordon knocks down her second three-pointer in the last minute or so. Nothing but buttered.
And a travel called against Jones on the other end, so Emery will get possession.
And it's late rotating defense by Jones of the Dinos, who doesn't get back, and Gordon knocked down another 3.
Carbon does not have a 2-point field goal in this game.
No, everything has been a 3.
They've got 5 field goals. All 3-pointers and 2 free throws. That's how they've gotten to 17. 2 minutes left to play in the third. Left side, Ellie. Bounce pass. Beautiful feed, and inside, it's Grimm for 2.
Great ball movement. Grimm patient. Floats one over the top of the defense.
40-17, Emery. Carbon working around the perimeter. Right side, Jones. She'll launch another. Why not? She's on fire. Kayla's got 4 triples in the game. She's got 14 of the 20, and it's 40-20. Emery's doubled up Carbon. Really been their main source, only source of offense for the most part tonight. Cabry with the ball, goes right side. Holding it's Addie Hurst. Addie Goes to Grimm, swings it left side. Ellie Stilson, bounce pass. Grimm passes out of the paint, goes to Addie in the corner, penetrates, floats it, no good, gets her own rebound. Addie puts it back up, nearly went glass. Stoker, Ellie fighting for the rebound down low, lost it. Bradford comes up with a loose ball, 60 seconds left in the third. Push up to Jones. Jones, shot no good. Missed off of the right low block. Cabry brings it up, stripped from behind by Jones. Orth turns it over, turns into an easy 2-point bucket off the feet from Ellie Stilson to Hadley Grimm for 2.
Pinball action. Pinball's right underneath for 2 points at the rim for Emery.
42-20, Emery. Orth off of the elbow, puts it on the ground and traveled.
And that play right there, because of the travel, was all started with the defense from Ellie Stilson, who reached in, maybe got a piece of the ball, and then on the follow-through trying to make the pass out, the travel.
34.2 left in the third. An offensive explosion for Emery. They've scored 22 in this quarter alone. Ellie walks it up. Stilson wants to go to Gordon, and Orth makes a brilliant defensive play. Trying to go coast to coast, draws the foul, and will go to the line to shoot 2. Boy, she read that one like a free safety. Comes up with the steal and will earn herself 2 foul shots on the other end.
Off the turnover, goes down and does everything on her own to get to the charity stripe.
Orth, first shot, good. Taylor, fundamentally sound, just a freshman. Starting at the varsity level, worked her way up this year as a starter at the varsity level. Has a very, very bright future. Second foul shot on the way, good. Gets the roll, so Taylor's got 2. 42-22. Emery by 20, 17 ticks left in the third quarter, and Ellie Stilson is going to hold it for the final shot.
And for the Dinos, all 3-pointers and free throws.
That's it. Grimm. Beautiful high post pass down low. Ellie Stoker misses, and that's the way this quarter is going to come to an end. 42-22. Emery, 8 minutes away from closing out the regular season with a statement win at Carbon High School. More coming up when we return. Don't go anywhere. Fourth quarter straight ahead.
At Oliver Law, we specialize in criminal defense and DUI. Everyone needs to know their rights. Let us guide you through the criminal justice minefield. At Oliver Law, we still believe in innocent until proven guilty.
In the heart of Carbon and Emery counties, Quick Realty is here to help you make the right move. Experience the future of home buying with our Matterport 3D tours, giving you an immersive look at your potential home from anywhere. Meet our dedicated team of local professionals, just real people who care, walking you through every step of the way. As a Zillow Premier and Realtor.com specialist, Quick Realty is your trusted expert, handling everything from residential, commercial, and mountain properties to property management. Your dream home is just a call away. Let Quick Realty help you find it.
Emery Spartan basketball continues on 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Back here on the Emery, we can call it the sports, Emery High School Sports Network, right?
Yeah,
between YouTube and KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM, as well as KSL Sports. It's Emery High School basketball, fourth and final quarter. Emery up 42-22, looking to close out the regular season to get to 6-2 in region play. Lady Dino basketball, they'll work around the perimeter, moving left to right off of the radio dial. Hopes with the ball 15 feet away, has to give it back to Johnson. Harley's been really hurt by foul trouble in this game. Aaliyah with a swat as Smith tried to go inside. And Aaliyah Cowley's interior defense has been outstanding.
It's about 5 blocks. Not official stat, but at least 5.
No doubt. Hurst will try a 3. No good. Just short. Carly coming in off of the left wing. Got a good look and a foul called on the ground against Emery. 37 seconds into the quarter. First team foul. Well, if you're Carbon, what are you doing here in the fourth quarter to try to make this interesting? I mean, you scored 13. I believe it was 13, yes, in that in that third quarter, which is more than you scored really throughout the entire first half. Johnson for three, no good. Rebound down low to Cabry Gordon. How do you get back into this game?
I think they're just going to have to try to generate points from the three-point line. No twos. They don't have any twos tonight. Everything's at the three-point line. Here might be a first two.
Malia Smith coast to coast. Can she finish? No. Foul against Hurst, trailing, trying to get the block. Carly is the guilty party, and Malia Smith will go to the line to shoot two.
Here's how they get back into it.
Scoring with a clock stop?
Yeah, fouls. They put Emery in the penalty.
Malia first shot, good. That's her first point of the game. Again, young Lady Dino. Malia Smith, just a sophomore. Standout multi-sport athlete at Carbon High School. Stud soccer player. Second shot is good. Carbon's been great at the line tonight. It's been the one real negative for Emery. Few misses at the stripe. And a timeout taken by Coach Famalo. He wants to take a full timeout, and we will as well. It's the fourth quarter. Right now, Emery's up 42-24 with 6:52 to play when we return.
Auto Farm Price Ford has your next vehicle. They offer guaranteed lowest prices. Come check out the selection of Ford F-Series trucks, including America's most popular truck, the Ford F-150.
We have them all right here in Price. Stop in and see us for a different experience.
Transform your space with Spectrum Paint featuring PPG paint, the ideal choice for any home project. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors at your fingertips, from soothing pastels to vibrant primaries. Whether revamping a room or adding character to your exteriors, Spectrum Paint makes every brush stroke count. Dive into a spectrum where quality meets creativity and paint your world with us. Visit Spectrum Paint to find the perfect shade for your home today.
Emery High School basketball on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Fourth quarter, 42-24. Emery by 18. And Travis, as we get down to the final 6 minutes and 52 ticks, it's been a pretty solid performance tonight for the Lady Spartans.
Yeah, they've played a really sound defensive game. They haven't allowed anything inside the perimeter other than the free throws. Offensively, that third quarter was awesome.
Lady Spartan basketball. Sky Guyman off of the right wing. Kills her dribble. Goes to Cabry, top of the key. Beautiful entry pass down low. Aaliyah off the low block to Guyman. Straightaway three ball. No good. Fighting for the board was Hurst and Orth. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Orth. It'll stick with Emery.
Ball goes down to the block. You kick out, open look. For the most part, they've knocked down those tonight. Just a little bit long on that one. And moving forward, as we get to the playoff round next week, those are the looks that you're going to have to knock down.
Hurst to inbound on the baseline. Lob into Cowley. Too hot to handle. Right through her hands and into Bailey Johnson. Bailey driving, lost the ball from behind, and then wisely throws it off of Cabry Gordon's foot. So Carbon's going to keep possession. 31 on the shot clock. 6:21 on the game clock.
I like the way that Emery came out and started this game after that loss on Wednesday night.
Bowman knocks down a three. That's all Carbon can hit tonight.
Threes and free throws.
Emma Bowman from deep. 42-27. Sky passes out of the high post, left corner. Carly goes to Megan, back to Carly, now on the baseline to Aaliyah. No dribble, cross court to Cabry. She puts it on the ground. Tried to go baseline, blocking foul called on the ground. Guilty party, it's Orth.
It impeded the progress. First team foul. Our first personal.
Orth will come out of the game. Bailey Johnson, along with Malia Smith, Jones, Bowman, and Hopes. That's the five for Carbon. Hurst was open. Great closeout by Bowman. Now to Gordon off of the right wing. 25 on the shot clock. Cabry drives, lofts it up. Cowley no good. Fights for the rebound. We have a jump ball. Possession will stick with Emery. How about that feed by Gordon?
You go around, whip around pass, right into the hands of awaiting Cowley, the rim. Gordon's played awesome tonight.
42-27. Emery by 15. 5:42 to play in the game. Stilson with the ball. Goes to Hurst. Curley's also played great. She's got 12. Aaliyah wrestles the ball out of the high post to Gordon. That three ball was halfway down. It rims out. Curley Hurst is there for cleanup duty. She's got 14 now in the ball game, and it's 44-27.
Yeah, Gordon almost had another one. It pops out, but waiting underneath. 2 more points at the rim, and Emery's cleaned that part up tonight.
Malia nearly lost the ball. Johnson's able to pick it up. 3-point shot, no good. And a rebound from 15 feet out by Stilson. Megan's going to bring it up. Surveys, finds Hurst. Pass a little bit off. Hurst is able to save it to Stilson, to Guyman. 3-ball, no good. What hustle by Megan Stilson. Runs down the rebound behind the perimeter. Now to Gordon. Open 3-point shot. That's off of the mark. Megan Stilson is able to poke the ball back to Gordon. And a foul called against Malia Smith. What a hustle by Megan Stilson. 2 offensive boards on that one possession.
Megan keeps the play alive. Gordon gets another clean look. She tracks down her own miss. And on her way down to get the rebound is fouled. We have a timeout.
2 team fouls apiece. 4:50 left to play in the game. Emery in control of this one, looking for the season series sweep. They lead 44-27 when we return.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
Emery Spartan basketball continues on 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
4:50 left in the game. Cowley with the ball. Goes right at Hopes. Hopes with a block. And the ball was last touched by Emery, so to Corbin it goes. Good look, but great defense.
Now Hopes did a good job on that one to contest. Got a piece of it, looked like, with the block. Ball sails out of bounds off Emery. The Dinos, 4:40 left. Down 44-27.
Malia crossover dribble. Goes hard to the rack. Shot was maybe not deflected by Aaliyah.
Interior presence.
But, yep, definitely affected. Here's Guyman. Goes to Hurst out of the left corner. Cross court to Aaliyah. Aaliyah clears some space with an elbow. Stilson down low. Guyman, great pivot, draws the foul. They'll rule the foul was on the ground, so no shots coming for Sky. But Emery will inbound on the baseline. Fresh 35 coming. Corbin, one more foul to give the rest of the way. Checking into the game is Chrissy Jones. Malia Smith will get a breather.
I mean, for Cowley, double team to swing out of that. Looked like she probably should have had 2 free throws.
Hurst gives it up to Stilson. Megan. Entry pass to Guyman was knocked away by Hopes. Great defense that time by the Dinos. 44-27. Here's a 3-point shot. Jones a rare miss. Hopes was there for the offensive rebound, forced the swat out of bounds. So it sticks with Corbin. Ellie Stoker will come back into the game. Sky Guyman goes to the bench. So the 5 out there for Emery is Addie Hurst, Megan Stilson, Aaliyah Cowley, Ellie Stoker, and Ellie Stilson. Jones goes to Johnson. Deep 3-point shot, no good. Rebound to Stilson, grabbed it 14 feet away from the basket off of the left wing, and now she'll walk it up. Bowman sticks with her. Megan goes around the pick, cross court to Ellie Stilson, now to Stoker. Stoker to Hurst. Entry pass into Cowley. Aaliyah fading away, tried to go glass, shot no good. Credit Hopes, outstanding defense, comes down with a defensive board, and then a turnover. Johnson's pass was deflected and then picked off by Megan Stilson. Finds Stoker underneath the basket. Foul called against Hopes, and Ellie Stoker will go back to the line.
Ellie Stoker runs the floor perfectly, gets into position, center of the floor, directly right in front of the basket. Fouled with 2 more free throws.
Kyla Truman will come into the game next for Emery as Stoker back to the line, makes on the first.
Just love the way that kid plays. Plays hard, does a good job of rebounding, and she just runs the floor. And she continues to run the floor like that. She is going to get a boatload of opportunities.
She knocks down the first. She's got 4 points. All 4 have come at the charity stripe tonight. Second foul shot is also good. 46-27. Sarah Nelson will bring it up for Carbon. Nelson goes left side. Holding it's Jones, guarded by Hurst. Lob up to Bowman off of the right wing. Goes back cross court. Emery in a 1-3-1. Caused a little bit of confusion. Ball goes out of bounds. Back to Emery on the turnover. Pretty much unforced.
Yeah. Emery has, for the most part, kept Carbon 1 and out the entire night.
Lady Dinos have yet to convert a shot that was not a three-pointer or a free throw in this game. Stoker backing down Hopes. Kick out, first, three-point shot, good. Addie says, I want some of this from deep. That's her first points of the game, and it's 49-27. Emery enjoying their largest lead of the game.
Ellie Stoker out of the paint, pass, corner three, knocked down once again.
Down low, Hopes draws the foul on Cowley, and so Harley will go to the line to shoot 2. As more subs will come into the game for Emery, Travis, as we get set to put this one away. Carolyn Bernard is going to check in for the first time, and Hadley Grimm's going to join her. Harley Hopes back to the stripe. First shot for Harley. Good. And a line change here for the Lady Dinos. So the new 5 out is Elsie Morley and Bailey Johnson. Blythe Bradford, Emma Bowman, and Harley Hopes.
Fabulous job, ladies, on the road tonight to come in here. 2:33 remains, and you get the season sweep of the Carbon Dinos. We had a next week playoff game with a win.
49-29. Carbon started playing their best basketball late last season where they earned a victory out of that play-in round. I mean, you started seeing this team play really good basketball, and that's always the idea. Not a bad performance by the Lady Dinos tonight. I just thought Emery was really, really good defensively as Stoker misses underneath the basket. Johnson, full head of steam. Bounce pass up to Bradford. Right wing. Wants to penetrate. Nothing there. Excellent defense by Grimm to seal off the baseline. And now it's Bowman with the ball back at the penetration line. Pass off to Bailey. Bailey goes back to Bowman. Fakes left, goes right. Johnson, three-point shot, just off. Long rebound, and it goes out of bounds back to Emery.
Another three-point attempt. Long off the hill, and it scoots out of bounds. Now with 1:45 left, up 20, more subs.
Brielle Tuttle will come into the game for Emery. Also back into the game, or I should say into the game for the first time, is Mason Citrid. So a foul called against Carbon. They are out of fouls to give.
Free throw time.
And so shots coming. And Citrid will go to the stripe. Comes in, immediately gets a couple of foul shots. How about that?
Yeah, Citrid just making her way up the floor with the ball, takes a body bump at the Dino logo and says, I'll take 2 opportunities at the free throw line.
First shot for Citrid is no good.
Needed a bounce, didn't get the bounce.
Second shot. That one goes in.
Good for her.
There she is on the board. Citrid with a bucket. Carbon basketball, 50-29 Emery. Drive on the baseline and a foul called as Bradford was trying to drive. Emery with their second unit in. And Bernard got a handful of forearm after taking a shot to the side of the head.
She took the grunt of it. On the follow-through, she got hit in the face, I think maybe with the elbow on the swing through, but she's holding her head.
So Bradford will go to the line. She's looking for her first points. First shot is up, and Carbon has been so good at the stripe tonight.
Bernard's having a good chuckle about it now, holding her jaw.
So the seniors will come off the floor for the final time here at Carbon High for the Dinos. Second shot for Bradford, no good. Fighting for the rebound and a foul on the ground called against Emery.
I think they just called out a foul.
Yeah, they did. They did not call the personal foul, which would have went against Grimm. Minute 24 left in the ball game. Emery has this one all but finished. 20-point advantage. Orth with the ball down low. Spin move. Shot. No good. Rebound. Down low. The putback is off the mark. And Elsie Morley will go to the line to shoot 2. Carbon still looking for their first 2-point field goal of the game.
I don't think I've ever seen that. No 2s?
It's unique. They've done a great job of the foul line. Morley has 3 points in the game. Her first foul shot is no good. Right as I say that, Carbon's missed their last 2 foul shots. That really kept them in this early on. Second shot, good. Put them in the ballpark, I guess is what we should say, right?
Yeah, they played much better. It's both games, the first quarter is what did Carbon in.
Yep. We're down to the final 60 seconds of turnover. Jones with a strip steal from behind. 57 seconds left. Jones brings it up, puts up a 3-point shot. It's in. She's been good. That's her 5th 3-point shot. She's got 17 now for the game. And it's 50-34. Emery's going to take some air out of the basketball. Citrid, guarded by Jones, nearly lost the ball at half court, able to recover. There's a 14-second differential between the shot and the game clock. So Emery's going to have to get a shot or at least a turnover here, and I believe it's a turnover. 21 seconds left.
They got one more crack to get one of those 2s.
Yeah, might be it right here. Jones gives it up to Bradford. Goes right side to Cartwright. The sophomore on a dangerous cross-court pass finds Jones inside the paint. No good. Orth with the rebound, draws the foul, and will go to the line to shoot 2.
I don't think they're going to get the 2s. They're going to get free throws. 6.6 left. Yeah, and we talked about it. You just mentioned the way that Carbon, if you want to take some positives out of it, they did get to the free throw line.
Orth knocks down the first. She has 3 points, all 3. Of course, at the foul line. She'll have one more with 6.6 left, and she makes the second as well. Fundamentally sound ball player. So that will do it tonight. Carbon gets the win. They close out the regular season with a victory on Carbon's floor. Hard-fought tilt all the way around, Travis. It was entertaining, a lot of energy back and forth, but as you alluded to, Emery just really had a great start early on in this game, and that was the difference.
Yeah, Emery gets the 14-point win. They defensively hold the Dinos to no 2-point makes. Everything Carbon offensively generated was 3-pointers and free throws.
That was it. Carbon did not have a 2-point field goal in this game.
That's wild. But we talked about it in the pregame. Emery defensively, they make life difficult for offenses.
They did a great job tonight, really pressing and forcing Carbon out of their rhythm early on in the game. And the final score tonight, 50-36. Emery gets the victory. Coming up, post-game wrap-up show brought to you by Eastern Utah Community Credit Union. We'll talk about this one when we return.
Show your school spirit and support local high schools with the new Eastern Utah Community Credit Union debit and credit cards. Featuring designs for Carbon, Emery, and Grand High School, these cards let you carry a piece of your school's pride wherever you go. Plus, to make purchasing easier, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union has added the convenience of tap-to-pay and compatibility with major mobile wallets. Pick up your school spirit card today at any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches.
Discover the best in local flavor at Stewart's Market in Castledale and Main Street Market in Farron. Enjoy the largest fresh produce section around. Ripe, vibrant, and hand-selected just for you. The personal butcher ensures every cut is just right. and the deli delights with ready-to-eat favorites. Shop fresh, shop local, and taste the difference community makes. Only at Stewart's Market and Main Street Market. Come home to quality and hometown service today.
Looking for financial solutions? At Cache Valley Bank, they're here to help. Whether you need commercial loans, mortgages, or expert financial advising, they've got you covered. Visit them today on the corner of First West and Main Street. Cache Valley Bank, your partner in financial success.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Plumbing issues don't happen every day, but when they do, it's good to know that there's a plumber you can trust right here in the Castle Country. The Swell Plumber has over 30 years of experience and has proven that he's reliable. Here's what some customers have said about the Swell Plumber.
Kurt was amazing. He came out to the house the same day and got quotes to us very quickly.
Kurt kept in touch with us with updates as things progressed. I was definitely pleased.
For residential and commercial plumbing, go to theswellplumber.com and book your appointment today.
When your comfort is on the line, trust the experts who care. At Air Temp Heating and Cooling, we've been dedicated to keeping Castle Country cozy since 1999. Our certified technicians are ready with 24/7 emergency service and the latest knowledge in heating and cooling technology. As a proud Bryant authorized dealer, we'll do whatever it takes to ensure your home or business stays comfortable year-round. Call Air Temp Heating and Cooling today at 637-4468.
At Castle Country Vet, they believe every pet deserves a touch of love and expert care. You can trust Dr. Harmer and Dr. Kelly. They're not just veterinarians, but passionate pet lovers, dedicated to nurturing your furry friends like family. From routine checkups to emergency interventions, you and your pet will experience compassionate, professional care every step of the way. Let Castle Country Vet help your pets lead the happiest, healthiest lives. Call Castle Country Vet today, 637-5797, because love is a four-legged word.
Hi, I'm Mackenzie Smith. After 6 years as a nurse, I've learned that sometimes our bodies just need a little extra support. That's what IV therapy can do. It can help you bounce back quicker after an illness, recover faster after a workout, ease migraines, and even improve focus and energy. Think of it as giving your body a direct line to the hydration and nutrients it needs to feel its best. I'd love to help you find the right blend for your goals. Reach out to me on Facebook or Instagram at wellness.iv.utah.
Discover peace of mind with Don's Hometown Insurance, now even closer to home at their new location, 58 West Main Street in Price. Connect directly with friendly agents ready to tailor a package just for you. Imagine bundling your home, auto, and life insurance, simplifying your life while maximizing your savings. Experience personalized service designed to protect what matters most to you. Visit Don's Hometown Insurance today and feel the difference.
Show your school spirit and support local high schools with the new Eastern Utah Community Credit Union debit and credit cards. Featuring designs for Carbon, Emery, and Grand High School, these cards let you carry a piece of your school's pride wherever you go. Plus, to make purchasing easier, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union has added the convenience of tap-to-pay and compatibility with major mobile wallets. Pick up your school spirit card today at any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches.
Emery High School basketball on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Welcome into the post-game wrap-up show brought to you by Eastern Utah Community Credit Union. Remember, you can stop into any branch location. Tell them you want an Emery High School Spirit card. They'll turn that Visa debit into an Emery High School card, and you can take your Spartan pride with you wherever you go. Final score in this one tonight, Travis. Emery gets the win 50-36 over the Carbon Dinos. They get their 13th win of the season. They close out the regular season at 6-2 in region play.
13th win, sweep of the Carbon Dinos, and a stingy defensive performance by Emery tonight. Timely shooting. They came out with great energy coming off that loss against North Sanpete. You could have held your head, after that game, a game you felt like you probably let slip away. You come in here and you get a win.
10 different players score at least a point for Emery tonight. 10.
It's good balance. We talk about it all the time. If you get that sort of balance from your roster, you're going to win a lot of basketball games.
There's no question about it. And it started with Carly Hurst. She scores 14 points. 11 of that 14 comes in the first half. So she was great almost immediately.
Carly got in a rhythm early on, and anytime she gets going early on in the game, she's a difficult stop to try to continue to stop. So 14 points, knocked down some efficient, timely three-pointers.
She was the only Lady Spartan to reach double figures tonight.
Yeah, that's fine. You get one in double figures, then everybody else checks in, and they chip in, and everybody fills their role, and nobody's trying to do too much.
8 points from Emery Gordon as she is really starting to find her rhythm, starting to get her basketball legs back. There's no question about that. She scores 8 tonight. She was pretty good once again.
Yeah, pretty good. Once again, like you said, you just go up and down. Can't say enough. I love the way that they came out. Gordon's a heck of a rebounder, and she got on a little bit of a rhythm there late in the second half. And again, like Carly, if she gets going, she's difficult to stop.
Yeah, she hit 2 3-point buckets, almost had another one. It was halfway down before it rimmed out. But 8 points tonight for Emery Gordon. 6 for Aaliyah Cowley. She scored 5 in that second half. And really, I mean, the game it's in doubt still. It's 20-9 at halftime. Aaliyah comes out, scores 5 quick points. And before you know it, Emery has created this big space with a big run in that third quarter.
Yeah, the Dinos, credit to them for the way that they played Callie. They made things physical with her. She got a little bit frustrated in the first half, and that's a credit to the Dinos defense with the catches that she was trying to get. And she just continued to play defense and came up with the 5 blocks and a bunch of rebounds. So the points, they'll come, but you're more happy with the way that she just rim protected. The thought of her down low in that rim protection, the Dinos had no 2-point makes because they were afraid to take the ball to the cup.
Well, and then after that, you have 5 points from Megan Stilson, 5 points from Ellie Stoker. Okay, so there's the balance as it continues to pour in for Emery.
I just love the way that Stoker runs the floor, and those opportunities are going to continue to get there. She runs the floor. The guards are so smart. They know to get the ball over the top, and her catches around the rim allowed her to get to the free throw line as well.
4 points for Hadley Grimm as she comes in off the bench and makes an impact tonight for the Lady Spartans as well. And then Addie Hurst has 3 points, knocked down a 3-point jumper late in the second half for good measure. And that's the way this scoring kind of rounded out for Emery tonight, is they were very efficient, Travis, in scoring the basketball tonight, to say the least.
Efficient scoring and balanced throughout the roster. Everybody that came in balanced through the scoring, or if it's defense, it's just everything that you're looking for on the road in a tough environment.
Now let's flip and talk about what they did on the defensive side of the ball, because Carbon did not have a single 2-point bucket in this game. They had 8 field goals. All 8 of those field goals came from beyond the perimeter, and then it was foul shots. That's it. That's how they scored their points tonight. And I don't think that was by design. Emery allowed Carbon, hey, you're not going to beat us inside. We'll give up a couple of perimeter jumpers. Carbon did knock down a few of them. In fact, Kayla Jones was outstanding tonight. She scored 17 points for Carbon, but Emery, they were fine with that. You go ahead, you take your perimeter jumpers. We're not giving you anything easy inside the paint, especially.
Yeah, for Emery, I think they came out with the mindset, all right, we are going to let you just fire at will from the 3-point line. We are going to take our chances at that percentage of a shot that you're going to take, that you're not going to make. It allows then Emery to do a good job of rebounding the ball, pushing the pace. Carbon then doesn't get back defensively, and you see the open looks that Emery got off the way that they played defense by packing the paint.
Well, let's take a look at the scoring by quarters. At the end of the first, Emery leads 11-3, and it's similar to what you said, right? I mean, like game 1, Emery got out to a really hot start. It was 13-2 at the end of the first quarter. This go around, it's 11-3.
Yeah, again, it was the same, recipe for Emery. We're going to come out, we're going to shut you down in the first quarter. We are going to put you in such a hole, it's going to be difficult for you to get out of that hole, and we are going to build ourselves off that 11-3 lead. That's what they did in the first matchup. It was a big lead. It's just so hard at this level. We talked about it with the quarters being short to try to get out of the hole.
You settle down just a little bit, right, as we go into the second quarter, 20-9. That's the score as we go into the break. So Carbon did settle down, but again, Emery kept the foot on the pedal.
You hold them to 3 points, and then, like you said, at halftime, they only score 6. So they're 9. And then they come out. They played much better in the third quarter. Their energy level picked up. But for Emery, you hold that team under 10 points for a half.
42-22 at the end of the third, and 50-36 is the final score. We have Carly Hurst, who is going to join us at the broadcast table, so we'll let Carly step up. Again, she was a flamethrower early on in this game as she knocked down three three-point jumpers in the first half. Carly, first off, congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you.
All right, you were feeling it early on. Again, we were just talking about 11 first-half points. You found the rhythm. What was different tonight, especially being on the road in this ruckus environment? I mean, how did you find the success early on?
I think just the energy here in the environment, it makes you want to shoot better. And I've been coming off a couple bad games, but my teammates have just always been there to pick me up along the way, and they just really helped me out tonight.
Well, you guys were really good, I thought, offensively at times during this game, and a lot of it came from beyond the perimeter. You have 11 in the first half. You didn't have to be as aggressive right in the second half shooting the basketball. You guys spread it around. I believe 10 players scored tonight. Has Coach Famalo said anything to you guys about that kind of balance offensively?
Yeah, he's been telling us all year that it takes a whole team to win a state championship, and that's just what we're looking forward to off this point, just having everybody on the team help out.
You've been there. You've seen it, right? I mean, we've been close the last 2 years. What does it take to get to the state championship? What has to go right, and how do you have to be clicking to get to that point?
I think it starts off in practice, just effort and just the younger girls helping us out, playing us hard, playing good defense on us, just so we know what to expect when we get to the state tournament and we're ready to play good teams like that.
You saw it as a sophomore. You saw it as a junior. Now that you're part of the senior class, right? I mean, you guys kind of got to keep this tradition going of getting to that final game. Is that what you focus on now that the regular season is done? Are you thinking about the state tournament?
Yeah, definitely. We're just looking forward at this point, hoping for a state championship. It's been on the board all year, just at the bottom of it, what our end goal is all the time.
Do you feel like you guys have played your best basketball yet, or do you think that's still to come?
I think it's still to come. We've had good games where we shoot good and then other games where we don't. So I think just coming off of practice, we're going to play some good ball in the state tournament.
I do know one of the things that improved tonight in comparison to Tuesday night's loss was you guys took better care of the basketball. There was no question. Turnovers were way down. I would assume that was a big point of emphasis Wednesday at practice coming into tonight.
Oh, yeah. He just told us coming in here, if we take care of the ball and rebound, then it'll all work out.
I don't know if you're aware of this. Carbon did not score a basket inside the perimeter. They had nothing but three-pointers. And we were talking about what you guys were throwing at them defensively. Was that by design? Did you want them to shoot the perimeter shot? Just don't give them anything inside 15 feet and in?
Yeah, we've been practicing it in practice all week, and we kind of changed up our defense this game just to see what defenses we can use going into the state tournament, and I think they all looked good tonight.
What do you like? You got the 2-3, you got the 1-3-1. We go to the 2-2-1 press, right? You can go, man, what do you like? What do you feel most comfortable in?
I really like our 2-3. I think we can get out in it, but I think just having our 2-2-1 press just helps with our defense, and just really any defense, we have quick enough girls on the team that can help us out everywhere.
When you flip to the 1-3-1, it kind of confuses the offense a little bit, right? We don't see it a ton, but from time to time you guys will go into it.
Yeah, we that's our first time ever kind of playing that defense. We just want to see what it looked like so we know what defenses we could play and what our options were.
You like it?
Yeah, I do like it.
Yeah. Let's talk about this team and what makes it so special. I think when you get to the end of the regular season, we were playing in February, or I'm sorry, in November. Now it's February, right? So it's such a long season. How fun is it for you guys to be around each other, and how much do you enjoy playing with one another?
Oh, I love my teammates. They've become my family, and just they're always there to pick us up. Everyone's there to pick us up, and I really can call them my sisters.
Well, and you get to play with Addie, right?
Yeah.
That makes it a lot of fun as well. You guys have kind of created those lifetime memories. To come here and get a win on this floor, that feels pretty special, I'm sure, right? I mean, it's loud. It's different than when we played this game at Emery High School because the crowd is sitting on top of the floor. So I got to ask you, you knocked down one three-point shot, you knocked down the second, you knocked down the third, and that student section was really quiet. Did you notice that?
Yeah, well, they were talking some smack on me before, so I was like, I'm just going to show you this.
So you can feel the vibe in the gym when you start popping three-point shots. Do you like it better on the road or at home when it's loud, or do you like quieting the crowd? What's better?
Oh, definitely road. It's so fun to hit in front of people, but it's just I got to give all the credit to my teammates. I wouldn't have been able to get those open shots without them.
Well, you guys did play some great team basketball here tonight, and as we go through again, 10 different players scoring. Cabry coming back. I got to ask you about that and how much easier the game is for you with Cabry being out there on the floor, because we know she's a great rebounder, especially on that back side. How much easier is the game when Cabry's there?
Oh, so much better. We definitely missed her and her defense and her threes, and just it's good to be back with her because we all have that chemistry just playing together the past 4 years. So, yeah, we love having her out there on the court with us.
All right, it's been a busy time. Obviously, 2 games this week. We don't have anything for at least a week now. So what do you do this weekend? Do you rest up? Do you get in the gym? Do you watch tape? What do you do now?
I think all of those things, getting in the gym, just getting some shots off, but also preparing for our game coming up and just looking at film on them and what things we need to work on to get the win.
Well, a 14-point performance tonight. Hopefully there's plenty more where that comes from. Carly, I definitely appreciate you taking out the time to come up. Congratulations on getting the win, and let's keep this momentum going.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me.
Carly Hurst joining us here on the postgame wrap-up show. We're going to pause one more time, and we'll come back and put the final touches on tonight's broadcast. Emery gets the win over Carbon. Final score tonight, 50-36.
Show your school spirit and support local high schools with the new Eastern Utah Community Credit Union debit and credit cards. Featuring designs for Carbon, Emery, and Grand High School, these cards let you carry a piece of your school's pride wherever you go. Plus, to make purchasing easier, Eastern Utah Community Credit Union has added the convenience of tap-to-pay and compatibility with major mobile wallets. Pick up your school spirit card today at any of the Eastern Utah Community Credit Union branches.
What the Utah Miners Hospital offers is relatively unique in the country to help take care of people who have really dedicated their careers, their lives to hard work.
I have torn rotator cuffs in my shoulders. Honestly, I don't remember everything I've had done. I think I've had to wait 10 minutes one time. It's amazing that there's a fund out there. You have no medical bills.
If you're ready and you need us, please give us a call. We're happy to help.
Golfers, get ready for year-round fun at Swing and Swear. Step into the action with over 43,000 world-class courses to choose from. No passport required. Rain or shine, you can tee off indoors. Multiple bays, club rentals, tables, chairs, and concessions. It's the perfect spot to practice your game, celebrate with friends, or spend time with family. From the serious golfer to first-timers, everyone is welcome to join the fun. Swing and Swear, located just off Ridge Road. Call 299-6200 to schedule a tee time today.
It's fun! It's our favorite place.
Strike up family fun for everyone. Gateway Lanes. Families that play together stay together. And Gateway Lanes is your center for fun, snacks, and great food. So let Gateway Lanes do the cooking with open and league bowling year-round and Club Bowl Thursday night, 9 till 11:30, with unlimited bowling including shoes. Since 1989, Helper's Hometown Bowling Center, Gateway Lanes, South Main Street in Historic Helper, and bowlhelper.com. Let's roll.
Welcome to Emery and Carbon Animal Health, where Dr. Jensen and his staff greet you and your pet with caring smiles. Our exam rooms are clean and inviting. Our accredited doctors offer many procedures, including examinations, surgery, dentistry, and boarding. Schedule an appointment today. 2 locations to serve you. Emery and Carbon Animal Health. Animals big and small. We care for them all.
Our home flooded when the refrigerator line broke. We felt helpless, didn't know what to do. Our neighbors told us to call On Call Restore. They really came through for us.
Serving all of southeastern Utah, they're fast and professional. 24/7 emergency services for water, fire, and mold. They even do emergency board-ups. And as a licensed insured general contractor, they do the remodeling as well. Call for a free quote, 650-1092.
Bringing you peace of mind during the worst of times. Call On Call, 650-1092.
We'll be on our way.
Emery Spartan basketball continues on 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Postgame wrap-up show brought to you by Eastern Utah Community Credit Union, and the final score again here tonight. Emery gets the win 50-36. They close out the year 6-2 in league play. They get 13 regular season wins. And Travis, up next, you prepare for the state tournament. We'll wait for Saturday morning to see the bracket reveal.
It dominated tonight here on the road. A good season so far. Ended at the regular season with a win here at Jurassic Park, as Aiden calls it over there at 95.3 The Peak. So it's always nice to come into Jurassic Park and get a win. But yeah, we wait till Saturday now with the bracket reveal, and we know we're home.
That is true. We know we're going to be home for both the boys and the girls. The regular season is not yet over. You and I are going to be back at it tomorrow. We're going to wrap up what's been a very busy week of Emery High School basketball. Tomorrow night, we are back at the Spartan Center, and this one's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. It is the sequel, Carbon and Emery. The Dinos, they got the win here at Carbon High School. Emery is trying to even it out. And if they get a win tomorrow, they are outright Region 13 champions all by themselves.
And you know the Dinos want to ruin that. They want to make sure that Emery is not outright region champs. Manti falls to Carbon, so the Dinos help Emery out as Emery came back, stormed back, won that game at North Stampede last night. But I'm looking forward to tomorrow. It's going to be electric.
Live coverage is going to begin right here at 6:30. Tip-off is going to follow at 7 o'clock. And, of course, you can go back and rewatch any of the games that we have broadcasted so far this season on our YouTube channel, Castle Country Radio Emery. It's always a pleasure to be along with you on 107.3 FM, 750 AM, and also the YouTube channel, Castle Country Radio Emery, and KSL Sports as well. They will have the bracket reveal coming up this weekend. We'll talk more about that tomorrow on KOAL's Drive Time Sports. Final score again tonight. Emery gets the win, 50-36. They close out the season in style, and now they'll wait for their first round matchup. For Travis Anderson, I'm Jordan Buscarini, and as always, go Spartans.